acquainted, going unrated, let's get obscene. Lights, camera, action, my twin, bringing that gat in, no standing, ovation, yeah, but he get the clapping, whoa, I'm trying to be smacking, yeah, the country they maxing, whoa, wardrobe came with a color in, switch the genre to action, the credits, know that I'm petty, pop, know that I'm ready, pop, chopping spaghetti, you corny, I said it, blick, wrist click, stack a bundle, make it flip, bad team, sexy, I'm trying to get in between, cut the malarkey, that pistol get sparky, movie got shooter, got, meet at the marquee, whoa, fast car, whoa, it go a mile a minute, no, movie got signed to living, you know it's time for cinema, bitch, what's a cinnamon, tell your partner cinnamon, bitch, what's a movie man, it be 40 doing man, tell him keep it cinema,
Movie guys on deck, movie guys on set. Boy, we can set the stage and shoot it out for real, but I ain't seen an IP yet. Wait, box with us to be a last fight. Going Jim Carrey with the mask like. I've been making movies since a past life. Everybody asking what is that like. Last critic in the fast clinic. Bag on me, but it stacks in it. Me and Quad going cinema from the intro until the last minute. Super Saiyan, I don't have limits. Run the game like the Flash with it. Get fly, get the money, then run it back. That's the last tenant. Movie guys on your screen, make the fans all scream. Your girl came through, said she wanna join the scene. X-rated Maxine, pitch black, got the vision still. Making moves, have to sit them still. Beef with us, you better be for real. Either cut the check or I'ma clutch it still.
cut the malarkey, that pistol get sparky, movie got shooter, got, meet at the marquee, fast car, it go a mile a minute, movie got signed to living, you know it's time for cinema, whoa.
A popsicle stick. Popsicle sticks on your tongue and it feels gross.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
That whole wooden, I hate that shit.
Who still eats popsicles in here?
If they had corn dogs with a
know.
plastic tube instead of like a wooden stick, I would love it.
Last time I had with popsicle was when I went to Bahama Bucks like a year ago, and they had the little 4th of July joint, and they had like the snow cone with the USA popsicles in that mug.
Hate them USA popsicles. You talking about the ones with the rockets with the red, white, and blue?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, brother. Are you saying you don't love your country?
I'm saying deport me right now.
Are you saying you don't love your fucking country, buddy?
I say
Trump's
make
in
my
Apple's
damn
down?
off, boy.
Because when it comes to me, pal, I'll take 4 of those bomb pops down the fucking gullet, baby. I love America.
God bless America.
How do you sleep with that flag up your ass?
Huh.
You lay on your side?
No, I just turned it to the left.
Big gun in my back, uploading. What we got? Shoot, we got meet at the marquee.
Alex, what's for dinner?
Dude, I'm gonna be honest, dude. I got pork chop at the house, but I don't feel like cooking it. So I think
You
we
love
need
a
waffle
fucking
house.
pork chop.
I love a bitch ass pork chop. Facts.
You gonna turn into a
I'm
pork
just
chop.
I'm just a pork chop kind of bitch. I ain't
Got the
gonna lie.
word chop in it.
I don't know nobody eat pork
Mm.
chops like Alex. I think I love pork chop.
That just reminds a double boning bogey pork chop. You know what that just reminded me of? That Liars Bar pig we found last night on Roblox.
I was just gonna say that.
What was that nigga's name? Joe or Jim or some random ass name?
What the
It's
fuck
like-
is Liar's
His
Bar?
name was like Wade. It was like Wade the pig or some dumbass name.
Liars Bar is fire. It's a game on PC. I think it's on mobile too, but basically, you get a deck of cards. Each deck has a certain number of cards. Like it might have 6 kings, 5 queens, such and such, whatever. And so you get a deck, right? The first person in the rotation is 4 people. They get to choose which card to put down. So say I have a deck and I got 2 kings, 1 queen, and an ace. I throw out my ace. That means everybody else in the rotation has to also throw out an ace. The problem is not everybody has one. So they can put down any card and they can lie and say that it's an ace. And you either have to believe them or call them out on their lie. But if you call them out on their lie and they weren't lying, then you have to you play Russian roulette. You got to put the gun to your head, pull the trigger. And you might die, you might not. It's Russian roulette.
Yeah.
But that's
The
basically
trick
the game.
at the beginning they tell you how many you have of each card. So if you good, like say if you say I'm gonna just focus on the kings, and you know it's only 3, and niggas done played 4 already before you get to you, like yeah, this nigga lying, or somebody done lied to get to this point.
It's fun
You
though.
know. Yeah, that was my first time playing it. Well, it wasn't a real one; it was in Roblox, but I had fun.
Hey man, we back. Episode 50. This is the 50th episode of Movie Guys, man. How y'all feel about
Damn,
that?
for real?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
We made it.
You got damn.
I think
Nigga, we made it.
if I'm not mistaken, this is the end of our second year running. Beginning of next year will
You been
be
doing this shit for 2 years,
beginning of next year will be year 3.
bro. Remember, nigga said we want to go make it to episode 10.
Hey man,
Did
Let's talk about it.
you see how it
we
go.
outlive AGS?
We
Wait,
outlived
how
AGS.
many how many episodes AGS do? That's fire.
Talking about the original AGS or the new AGS?
Not
original
original.
one.
Good
I
question.
think they went for like 2 years.
Damn, for real.
If I
Yeah.
remember correctly, they went for like 2 years.
But you know, Hard 8 didn't miss no shows, I don't think so. He probably got more than this. We missed a
That
couple
nigga
weeks.
probably had over 100 episodes. Yeah.
But anyway, we back. Episode 50. So this is what we're gonna do this week, y'all. It's the last show of the year. We got a couple movies that came out during Christmas. So we're gonna review those. And then I got a couple topics, actually literally a couple. And then one major topic, which is our top 10 of the year and our bottom 10 of the year. We just gonna read them off, not spend too much time on them, because a 10 is a lot. Each person, that's a lot. So we're gonna read them off.
Well, do we
And
want to
then-
do 5 or we doing 10?
We're gonna do the 10,
I mean-
but we can do like discussions afterward. Like, you know, I mean, we could discuss it, but
I feel like okay. If y'all want to do 10, I feel like 5 would be easier and quicker.
I'm cool with 10 because I got my letterbox ready, brother. I rearranged
the reason
it.
why I say 10 is because there's a lot of good movies that came out this year, and some of the fire did make my top 5, but I'm gonna call them out. But anyway, it's up to you. We're gonna do honorable mentions and all that too. So,
Okay.
But yeah, so that's the main topic for the show, and then we will see y'all back in 2025. I'm not sure when the next pod will be. It could be
The next big movie.
I know there's stuff coming out in January. I think the Wolfman movie comes out in January, but I forget which weekend that comes out. So it might
Ain't
be that.
Den of Thieves is also January, right?
Yeah,
If
so
I'm not mistaken. So
we'll see. We'll let y'all know, but we'll see y'all next year in 2025 in a few weeks. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and get to the intros, and then we can get to the show. Let's start with Delay Saint. How you feeling, brother?
feel like shit.
Let them know.
But we're here, man. We here. I got the Rona. But we
Damn.
gonna thug it out.
How long you been having it? A week?
This is day 4, day 3.
Hope you get better,
I don't
brother.
know.
You don't sound as sick as you did the other day. So
Yeah, it's a good sign. So we just taking it day by day.
yes, sir. Well, Mafia, what's up, brother?
What's good, everyone? Unfortunately, I got the flu too, but I'm here for episode 50. Let's end the year with a banger.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Chris, are you there, brother? Redpeg.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Happy 50th birthday, 50th episode. I want to let y'all know, one of the founder members, Alex, he's missed at least 15 episodes. So is he really a movie guy? Let's talk about it. He's like barely a founding member. He hasn't really contributed to the show as much.
He does put Weapon
Yeah,
Will over the podcast. I will know. Yeah.
he definitely does. He
That's
put
another
his
charge, Alex.
he put his secondary podcast over the main podcast. He should be ashamed of himself. And that
Yeah,
podcast
you
fucking
wait.
sucks. The podcast fucking
Wait till I
sucks.
get home.
We do
I'm gonna be on your ass.
review. We do in-depth reviews on this
I'm in public right
podcast,
now.
and he just go at least on that other podcast. He go in there and sound a fool and just give inaccurate reviews and don't do research.
I'm in
On this pod,
public right now.
at least he do some some research. Even though some of his opinions can be
Wait, hold on.
very
You got the sausage on there? You said
weird.
you put sausage on there?
See, look, see this? Y'all? Yeah, this is how
Okay, hello?
disrespectful he is to the pod. He don't do this shit on Whippoorwill. He is
Okay, let me
ordering fast
Let me
food
step out the
in
establishment. Let me set up
Arkansas
the establishment to handle this
on
this
the
dark
movie
skinned
guys.
nematode.
On the movie guys.
Bitch, I see better movies than you. Bitch, I get better taste than you, nigga. Oh,
You
you go,
fucking
you go.
colonizer, nigga.
Hold on, hold on,
You
hold on.
colonize the podcast. You making it worse, nigga.
You
Treat
fucking
our
crip keeper.
podcast
You go
with
to the
respect.
movies to deep throat hot dogs. You don't even be watching the
fuck?
movie. You
The
should
Hey,
be in the back
not too
row
much on the
going
hot dog. Wait a minute.
First of all, nigga, use a budget movie watcher, nigga. The fuck,
Oh
nigga,
a
you
shit.
budget.
watching everything
Explain.
on a
Explain.
fucking shitty digital screen, nigga. We go every time
Oh
most of us go, we
shit.
go see
Hey
laid
y'all,
back,
hey y'all.
nigga, on a
Did
gorgeous
y'all
4K
know?
projector,
Did y'all know that?
Deeplex.
Did y'all know that
with
he?
Dolby
Did
Cinema,
y'all?
nigga.
Did y'all know that when he bought 2 hot dogs, he only eat one of them. He sit on the other one. This nigga don't know what he doing when he goes to the movies. He go in there, eat a icy, get full, take a nap. He don't be giving good reviews. He give
I get
ass
better reviews
movies
than
10 out
you.
of
I
10.
get better
This
reviews
nigga,
than you.
yo, this nigga. Oh, let me tell y'all something. This nigga only a movie guy.
I don't
Nigga
get
only a movie guy.
I don't get a
You
budget
only a
movie
movie guy because you want to get you.
nigga.
You
Okay,
guys
if we
talk
don't
about
talk
it.
if we
You
talk
use
about bad
movie.
movies,
You
nigga,
use movie guys to get you use movie guys to get whack ass hoes to slide up on your Instagram. Niggas be saying indubitably in a 6 out of 10 movie review. Nigga, shut up. You just want girls to swipe up on your Instagram.
I hated this shit.
Indubitably.
He mad at me. He mad at me.
Nigga
'cause I'm
use the
calling
movie
out.
guys. Nigga use the movie
He
guys to
mad at
pick
me
up
'cause I'm calling out
ratchet New
him
Orleans
for
hoes.
treating our podcast like it's some bum ass podcast, nigga. Go treat
Just
your
say
girl
you
like
missed
that,
this
nigga.
dick. Just say
The
you
fuck,
missed this
nigga?
dick. How about
The
that?
fuck, nigga?
Just say you
I
missed
don't
this
like
dick.
pink dick. I don't like pink dick, nigga. How
And
about
my
that?
shit is brown sugar,
How about
oatmeal
that?
shaking espresso. Fuck out of here.
It's pink just like wontons, nigga. The fuck?
Wonton's dick is yellow. That's totally different. On top of
What?
that, everyone knows that
Also,
Weapon Wheel has a special place in my heart. But I'm a founding movie guy. Me and Wonton recruited you.
No. That's cap.
Me and Wonton recruited you.
That's cap. That is cap.
Bro, you got me
And
yelling at the
Redpeg, to be
discount across
fair,
the street.
That's cap.
I did
That's
put you
cap.
onto the A list. That was me. I did put you.
Thank
That's
you.
First of all, what you saying? Thank
I
you, nigga.
respect
You
your
know A-list, nigga. You're not
OGs.
even. First of all, you's a budget moviegoer, nigga. You don't know nothing about
I-
A-list, nigga. What are you
Dude,
talking about?
bro. You talking about? I'm a Cinemark
nigga?
militant soldier. I'm a
The fuck?
Cinemark assassin,
Cinemark
nigga.
militant soldier.
Nigga,
I'm a
every
Cinemark
theater
militant
nigga, every theater
I'm
you
a
go into
Cinemark
got
motion
buttery
man, nigga.
seats, nigga. Crunchy armrests, nigga.
Hey,
He's a
you
You's a
motion
budget
hey, stop,
man.
moviegoer, nigga.
you talking to the
Nigga.
you talking to the motion man right now. Relax.
Nigga, you
Chill.
seen
Stop
Dune
filming the
2. You
motion
seen
man.
Dune 2 at a fucking park, nigga. Let's talk
Hey,
about it, nigga.
for now,
seen it
call me
in your
motion
car,
man.
nigga.
You feel?
Like, what?
You speaking to the motion man right now. Watch out, Cinemark motion man.
Nigga,
CMM.
also you hyped up and you hyped up one of the worst movies of the year, nigga. We gonna talk about
It
that.
ain't CMG. It's
Uh-oh.
CMM,
The
bitch.
fuck?
You
The
talking
fuck,
about
nigga?
Megalopolis?
You've hyped up
Uh-oh.
you've consistently hyped up
Nigga,
bad
I told
movies,
you
nigga.
not to go
We
see
can talk about it.
Dawn. You
We can
still
talk
went.
about it. We can
You know
talk
why you
about
went?
it.
You know why you went? Because you wanted to put one hot dog in your ear and one in your nose, nigga.
I
That's
didn't
why
even
you
get a
went.
hot dog for that movie, nigga. That's how I know you just tapping, nigga. You just yapping.
Look at you.
fucking
Look at you.
yapping.
I didn't even.
You
I
yapping.
ain't even. I brought my
This
own
is
hot
what
dog. His name's
colonizers do.
Jared. This
This
nigga.
is what colonizers do. They constantly try to rewrite history, nigga. You was embarrassing, nigga.
Wonton.
You embarrassing to the movie
Yo.
guys, nigga. You trying to rewrite
Remember-
history to make it seem like you're important to the
Remember-
podcast, nigga.
Remember
missed
when?
5 podcasts in a row. 5
Remember-
podcasts in a row.
remember-
Why, nigga? They're
remember-
gonna take some shitty pictures, nigga. Shitty pictures.
Yo,
of some
Wonton,
bad
remember-
bitches.
Remember when he
You
said?
take
Remember
some
when?
bad bitches.
Remember when Redpeg lied and said you're crippling anxiety? I think Redpeg is a narcissist with daddy issues. I think that's the thing that I'm coming down to.
Daddy
Like,
issues,
he-
nigga. You
Like
daddy
he has
issues,
a
nigga.
problem with authority. He has a problem with
Daddy
authority. He
issues.
needs to be spanked.
Daddy issues,
Like,
nigga.
Yo, wait a
Nigga,
minute.
yo, daddy, the
Yeah.
reason you hate yourself, nigga. Let's talk about it. Let's talk
Who
about
got
it.
next?
Who have daddy issues, nigga?
I hate when I know you walking around your room. Next
I'm
topic,
not.
bitch.
I'm
What's
laying
the
down.
first movie?
I'm laying down, nigga.
Hey,
The
you used to
topic-
laying
the
on your back.
topic-
You used
the
to laying on
topic-
your back. Go
The
ahead.
topic is you.
I feel like that
Nigga,
nigga's
what?
kicking
You
his
laying your
feet up
back,
right
nigga. What are
now.
you talking about?
You
It's like
wait till I get home on my big
Exactly.
boy mic and I got this Waffle House in front of my lap, nigga. My orange juice. I'm on your ass, bitch.
Fucking, you freaked out Waffle House eating bitch.
I'm in public.
What that mean? They ain't never stopped you from being a thought, nigga. The fuck?
Hey, hold it down. No Blaze 4K.
You ain't been
Yes,
holding
sir.
on this podcast, nigga. That's the topic. That was the topic.
I'm
Nigga.
about to
You
go
ain't been
pee and I'm
holding
not
down
gonna
the
mute. I'm about to
podcast.
go pee and I'm not gonna mute.
Of course, because you disrespect our podcast, our platform, nigga. Weapon Wheel podcast ain't fucking with Movie Guy podcast, nigga. You come here for in-depth, informed movie reviews, nigga.
Let me go
You go
use
to
let me
Weapon
go use
Wheel,
the red pig real quick. Hold on.
uninformed reviews, nigga, that don't do no research, nigga.
Yeah.
We smell like red
And
pig.
I
That smell like
and we got a better host, and we got a better host than Wata. Wata, I also want to give you a shout out, nigga. You did a very good job hosting this podcast this year. Unlike BG born ass, nigga.
Oh
Well, can you give your thoughts on like come on now. Good job, Wata. Good job. The fuck?
Appreciate y'all. And I just want to clarify
Jack
something.
and Jack,
It's
he
not.
like his
It's
fat ass cousin Jack, nigga.
oh
Oh, he
damn.
think he know what the fuck he
Oh.
talking about, nigga. The fuck? Uses a white fucking zesty version, skinny version of Jack, nigga.
What?
Red Pig,
Turn
thank you for that
fucking
great
camera
intro.
off, nigga.
Before we move on, I just want to clarify something. It's not pink or yellow. Thank you very much. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to the reviews. Well, I'm
Man,
sorry.
Kiko, y'all
We're doing
what is it?
topics. We're doing topics first. Let's start with this main one, y'all. This one, I'm not gonna lie, it pissed me the fuck off. It pissed me
Oh.
off. It pissed me the fuck off.
Oh, I already know what it is.
Okay, we got news that the Batman 2 is delayed until October 1st, 2027. It was supposed to come out October of 2026, so it's been delayed an entire year again. James Gunn says the reason for the delay is because the script is not done yet, and they don't know how long it's going to take to finish the scripts. I'm gonna open it up to y'all for thoughts, but this is something I just want to say real quick. There's been a lot of people defending this on the internet. Obviously, amid all the hate, but there's been a lot of defenders, and they've been coming up with some bullshit excuses. Even James Gunn came out with a bullshit excuse, talking about he named a bunch of franchises that had long years in between sequels. But this is the difference. None of those franchises had planned sequels. This sequel was planned from the beginning. Why the fuck are y'all not moving according to the plan? It's almost like y'all didn't have a plan. That's almost what it's like. But y'all announced the second movie shortly after the first one was coming out. Y'all knew this shit was coming. And now, granted, some people, quote unquote insiders, are saying that it's due to Matt Reeves dealing with some shit in his personal life. They didn't give details. Listen, if that's the case, cool, we get it. But even still, the first movie came out 2 years ago. What the fuck is taking so long? Nigga had 2 whole years to write a script. And it's technically he got another half a year because they're not filming until late summer of next year. It's just a bunch. To me, it's unacceptable. I really don't know how you justify it. 5 years between movies for a planned sequel. It's one thing like Incredibles 2 came out fucking 15 years later. That wasn't planned. You know what I mean? And even if it was, they had other projects in between that had the priority. The Batman 2 was planned from the beginning, so I don't know what's taking so fucking long. Yeah, just unacceptable. I don't care what defense people have for it. This is unacceptable. I don't know. I'm speechless. But yeah, go ahead. What y'all think about this, man?
I'm just sad. It's feel like it's gonna be another delayed nap for me. I was really excited for that nap
Here we
that was
go.
coming in 2020. What 6 or 5?
You can't help yourself, bitch. You just can't help
I was
yourself.
excited for that nap. That was gonna be a very entertaining nap. Yeah, can't wait for it now. I gotta wait 2-3 more years for that nap. Ugh, sucks.
You
For
trying
the
so
you talking
hard,
about
bro.
the Batman movie?
Yeah.
Hey, I wonder how much they're gonna build upon that Penguin show, if that's gonna have anything to do with it, or are they gonna do something where the next villain in this movie gets his own spin-off show? I wonder if they're gonna do that.
Well, the original show, the GCPD Arkham Asylum show, that got scrapped. So I mean, I wouldn't keep your hopes up on that. Hopefully, there's some more stuff in the works for that universe. But listen, James Gunn's full of shit, and I'm not mad at it. He's saying what he's supposed to say because I mean he's the head of DC, but it's pretty obvious they more focused on Superman, and I'm not mad at it. It's time for Superman's moment. But did you need to delay this movie to the point where it's gonna be like 5 years later?
I mean, they've
Like-
been struggling to make Superman a franchise that people give a fuck about since I've been alive. Like I've never seen a Superman movie that people didn't have a problem with. Every release, I feel like people either say not that bad, or it could have been better, or it's boring, or they never seem satisfied with Superman movies.
Yeah, they don't. So that's why I say it seems like they're putting more energy into that right now. But it's like, bro, it feels like the Batman's just getting like, not even just that Batman movie. The other Batman movie got delayed as well in the news. The Brave and the Bold shit that's supposed to be happening because the director's talking about he's gonna be doing 2 other projects. So it's like, what the fuck y'all got going on, DC? Like, the Batman made y'all some money. Penguin made y'all some views and definitely some money there. So what's the issue? Pattinson gonna be older than Christian Bale by the time this movie come out. So at that point, do we even want a third Batman movie? Nigga gonna be old as shit. Gonna be
I'm not
Batman
mad at niggas taking their
Beyond.
time. I mean, you see what it looked like with Marvel fatigue, bro. We was getting 2 to 3 Marvel movies a year. Even the CGI started suffering. And you see they pulled back for next year.
I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that because Matt Reeves listen, I know I shit on David Zasslav and WB, but for the most part, when it comes to their properties, they don't have bad quality unless it's like a situation where it's Matrix, where that's a whole other fucking
Oh
topic. You know what I
God.
mean?
Yeah.
But when you look at Doom, the Batman, and like their recent stuff and everything they got on HBO, the quality be on point. That don't never drop off. So it's like something else got to be going on. Like maybe Matt Reeves might be having some personal stuff going on. I don't know, and I don't want to say, hey, get another director, but it's like shit. At some point, y'all got to start looking at stuff.
I be wondering how long it really takes to shoot these movies, because I've seen some where I've seen people say like, "Oh, this movie's been in the works for X amount of years," and then it seems like they'll shoot a whole movie in 6 months, and I'm like, "How the fuck? So how long does it really take to shoot these fucking movies?"
Well, yeah, and
these
that's
people
another
be in
thing.
physique, so they might only
Probably
be in this
script.
physique for like 5-6 months, to where they got to get all these shots, because the seasons need to be in the summer or the winter, or
Yeah, because it's that, and you saw like with the writer's strike, they rushed a lot of stuff, and
Oh,
then
that's
they
true.
have reshoots. Then when they do the reshoots, it's just like, all right, it's little minor details, or it be shit to where we're changing the movie entirely type shit.
Damn, I know that
that's
should get
rare.
expensive.
Girlfriend broke up.
Boy.
It
Imagine
does.
you shooting shit, and then you realize, bro, we got to redo that whole fight scene. You got to get all them makeup people, all them actors, all them costumes, all the lighting, all of that got to come back.
And then you gotta work with
Reshoot.
their
To probably
schedules too.
reshoot. Yep, and to probably reshoot 10 seconds. 10 seconds of ongoing fight scenes or some shit. That's crazy.
As long as
Shout
the
out
It'd be
movie
Babylon.
good, that's all I care about.
Yeah, and I know it's gonna be good, but it's like shit. At this point, y'all delaying it like this. This mug better hit like Across the
Brad
Spider
Navy.
Verse.
Oh.
No, it's gotta hit like the
It'd be an
Dark Knight.
extravagant nap. I can't wait.
Okay, so Redpeg, what was your problem with the first one? I
It was
really like Robert
boring. I
Pattinson.
just found it boring. I don't like
But you-
Detective Batman, nigga. I like fighting, getting his ass.
You had a
beat
hot
Batman,
dog
nigga.
in your mouth. That don't count, brother. Like, come
Do
on.
you not like
Hot dog. I
you
was
don't like
asleep,
slow
nigga. I
burn
don't think I
movies?
ate the
I
hot
know
dog.
you was good because you swallowed a hot dog whole. Went to sleep, nigga.
Hold on.
You
Redpeg,
had the
can
itis.
you give me an example of a slow burn movie you like?
Here we go.
A slow burn movie I like.
You gonna say Interstellar?
No.
I'm about to say some bullshit.
A slow burn movie that I like.
some nigga.
Do not
What's
say
that movie?
Elemental.
What's that movie we seen at the end of last year?
Not Babylon.
No. The Hollywood movie with Brad Pitt and
Babylon.
your girl.
That's
Once upon
literally
a time in
Babylon.
Hollywood.
Oh,
That's talking
he's-
about Babylon.
Oh, Babylon.
Yeah, Babylon. Yep,
Babylon was Babylon a slow? I feel like that was pretty
That's a
energetic.
slow
The whole
burn.
movie, it was just long as fuck.
That's a slow burn.
But let's not confuse a long movie with slow burn. Like slow burn means that you have to commit to
Oh, okay. A
the
slow burn movie that I
narrative.
like.
Like
Okay.
Nosferatu was a slow burn.
No, that should. we
Like
gonna talk about
Breaking
that later.
Bad, that's a slow burn show.
I'm gonna say fuck, I just had it. Oh, Alien Romulus. That was a good slow burn to me.
Y'all feel like that was a slow burn movie?
That's not a slow burn.
That is a slow
Nah.
burn.
That's
It
not a
wasn't that
slow
slow.
burn.
It was
don't
slow.
think that was
Shit didn't
slow.
happen until like an hour into the movie.
No, but they was like, I feel like a slow burn means for me. Okay, y'all tell me what a slow burn means for y'all, because for me that means that halfway through the movie I understand I have to sit through this in order to get to the climax, or I have to
Yeah.
wait for the resolution. Like to me, that's what a slow burn is. I don't think Romulus was slow. I feel like that had its beats. Like they got
Right.
on the ship, they
Bro, shit
realized
has
the ship
happened
was
in that movie
abandoned.
for a
They,
while.
I don't think it was
That's not
um,
that's not a slow burn.
That is a slow burn.
It's like Breaking Bad, bro. I mean,
A lot of people
it's
like
the
hateful,
a
like
lot of
hateful
people
eight
thought
would be a
Ramos was born at the first hour.
Hateful Eight would be a good example of a slow burn. Hateful Eight is a movie that you have to
yeah.
let the dialogue play out. Like you can't just skip around to your favorite chapter. You have to see the whole movie. You know what I mean?
Killers of the
Or
Flower Moon.
like not
Yeah.
yeah, that's a
Oh,
good
that's a good
one.
one. Now,
That's a
Killers of
Killers of
the
the
good
Flower
Flower
one.
Moon
Moon. That's a
is a
good
good
one. I like that
example.
movie. That's slow
Or
burn.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Knives Out is a slow burn as well because you're
Oh,
waiting
fire.
for the anticipation of the whole fucking uh
Y'all said
the
Knives Out was
detective
ass.
crime.
Then when y'all said Knives Out was ass.
No, I
Knives
love
Out.
Knives Out. That
I
was
feel
my
like
movie of the year.
That was fire.
I feel like the one with Janelle Monáe was very mediocre. I think it was one of
Yeah,
those.
That's the
the
second
glass
one.
onion.
Yeah, the first time
Yeah.
we saw Knives Out, it was like, oh, okay, I like this concept, little murder mystery. And then we had the Murder on the Orient Express, and then we had like two more of those on the Nile and something else. But
Oh, you're talking about that French? Yeah, that's a different French. Yeah.
no,
Yeah, I
yeah, I
know
know,
what you
but I
mean.
mean,
The one with
those
Gal
type of
Gadot,
movies.
that shit was it
I
wasn't
mean, but
bad.
those type
I
of
like
movies,
it. Yeah, slow burns. It's an art to it. That's why when you say Alien Romulus, like that's not a slow burn. That's just
that's a
how that
typical
movie
sci-fi
is.
movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, what was I guess what was one time's next topic?
Well, just to wrap this one up, damn, I had a train of thought. I lost it.
Yeah, Batman.
Yeah,
Superman.
5 years, over 5 years, because it'll be over 5 years by that point, since the original. We got to wait till 2027. Only thing I'm still confused about that I saw today when I was researching, they say that it's delayed because the script isn't done, but they're still planning to film it summer of next year. So that tells me that you plan to have a script somewhat done before then. So why the need for the delay? If that's the reason. Like if the reason is script, then it doesn't really make sense for you guys to still have a planned filming schedule of next year. I don't know. It doesn't
I
really
mean,
make a lot of sense.
Well, they
they
do
might
that.
have.
That's a standard. They'd always set the release like usually the studios they
Why are
get
you
rushed.
filming?
That makes sense to me. One
I
time.
guess
You had-
my thinking is, if you feel like the script isn't going to be ready, so you have to delay the movie a year, then why didn't you also delay the filming? Why are you
think about
not
it like
then
this.
filming in the beginning of 26?
Think about it like this. Those studios, we only have maybe probably 5, maybe less than 5 giant movie studios around the country.
Yeah.
So they probably saying, nigga, we have August through fall to use the giant studio that has the green room, the all of this shit. So they probably saying, we're gonna have these scenes regardless. This fight scene that's happening, this scene that's happening, all of that is happening. The shit that we can wrap up with the script, we could probably use a smaller set. So it might be scheduling. Like you can't just, if that's the case, all the other Marvel movies, all the other, like all of that shit is on a schedule. So they probably like, nigga, we can't back out of the time slot we got. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because the
So you
studio
basically
tells
saying they're gonna film what they can film next year, and then once the script is fully done, they're gonna do reshoots.
yeah, that's usually how it is.
Because
Because
that's what would have to happen.
Exposition.
They can't. If they're planning to film by next year, that means they plan to have a finished script. So that's where I'm confused, because it's like, if you plan to have a finished script, then why the fuck did you delay? But like you said, it kind of makes sense if they have to use the lot, the sound stage, whatever. They already got it booked, so they film what they
Now, keep in
can,
mind-
and then if the script's still not finished, then they come back later once it's finished and film the rest.
yeah,
Now
because
keep
they
in mind,
still have
we've
to.
also. My bad. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say because they still have to not only get the studio lot, they have to get the whatever cities they need to film in, and usually the studio tells like the directors and whatnot, hey, you have to release it. It's just like a video game. They give you this certain release date, and you have to do it by that deadline. But with certain situations, like a director who is like Matt Reeves, he has a play to where it's like, I can't do this right now. They gonna push that shit back. And then it's
Now-
also kind of a transition time too, because I don't think James Gunn was in charge yet by the time the Batman came out, right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so
No, he
I
wasn't.
would imagine shit has changed drastically to the point where like he kind of understands like, oh yeah, get as much time as you need and let's not rush nothing, and because
We've
he got a lot on his back
you
and
can
in the head.
keep
Hmm.
keep in mind as well. We've seen a ton of movies where it's all CGI, like rubber band man shit. It could
Yeah,
literally be voice stuff. It could be like exposition, narrative, monologue type shit. It could be something like, remember in Deadpool and the Wolverine movie, that whole last scene where they was fighting in the street against all the Deadpools, Wolverine was CGI. Like there was entire moments where he was like a rubber band man, just like y'all remember when he looked like a character select screen, he's just looking around, but
oh
it was
yeah,
like, okay,
Dan.
this nigga is obviously CGI. But they had speaking lines throughout that whole segment while they was computer generated jumping through the bus and all of that. They was talking to each other the whole time. So I mean, it could be a finished script. Could be something as, oh, we still need to wrap up like how we want the first part. That doesn't mean we don't have an ending. That doesn't mean we don't have a middle. It just might say like, how do we really want to intro this movie? You see what I'm saying? You never know.
Yeah,
Like we can only go off of what they give us, but if they willing to shoot and use that studio time, that means that it can't be something that's so grand that they can't have a smaller studio with one green screen or one office building or one, whatever the fuck pre-built set. You know what I mean? I don't think it'll be that bad of
Yeah,
a
but the whole
delay, I
year is
think.
crazy though, so I don't know. We'll see, bro.
but yeah, we'll see. When we get some more news, hopefully more information. Hopefully they got something else coming out to kind of help uh fill in the gaps. Maybe a Penguin season 2 or a different show. Hopefully we get something like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump to the next topic. So we finally got confirmation on Christopher Nolan's next movie. There's been a lot of speculation the past few months, and essentially Universal Studios, the studio that's making or producing the movie, they released a tweet where they basically confirmed the title and plot of the next movie. It turns out they did that because they were worried about leaks, so they just came out and kind of dropped the news themselves. Um, but yeah, the
Oh,
next movie is the Odyssey. For those that don't know, the Odyssey is a Greek poem by Homer from the Iliad. It's a story that a lot of people read in school, English class. I know I read it in English class. Um, and if you like Greek mythology and stuff, it's actually a very entertaining story, and it kind of stands the test of time. I mean, that story is from like fucking I don't know BC or whatever. Um, but yeah, it's basically like it's like a Greek epic, um, very similar to like a lot of your favorite like Greek mythology stories. Um, the basic plot of the story is it takes place after the Trojan War. So for those that have seen the movie Troy, it takes place after that.
fire.
Odysseus was in the war. He's been away from his family, and the Odyssey is about his journey back home after the war. And he goes through a bunch of adventures, and he comes across different things during that time. Um, the movie, they said the movie is going to be using new IMAX technology. Um, we don't know for sure, but some of the like insiders and whatnot around that I've seen said that uh, Christopher Nolan will not shy away from the fantastical elements of the Odyssey. Because if you've read the story, there are some like fantastical elements. Like there's a Cyclops, there's like a fucking sea
Yeah,
monster that he fights. So apparently, like it's not going to be like a realistic retelling of the story. He's going to tell it with the fantastical elements in it, which is good to me. That's a good thing. It's just I feel like we're not really used to it that much with Nolan, even though he has movies that kind of add like sci-fi stuff. A lot of them are kind of based in reality as much as possible. So this will probably be like the most like fantastical thing that he's done so far. Um,
yeah,
the movie comes out July 2026. 2026 as of right now is a big year for movies. It's a lot of big heavy hitter directors putting out movies that year. Of course, some of them probably will get delayed, but as of right now, that's a big year for movies. Um, so yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I'm a big fan. Nolan is my favorite director. I love his movies. And the Odyssey again is a great story. So I'm looking forward to it. I am looking very forward to this. How do y'all feel about it though?
yeah. I
Yeah.
actually read the Odyssey back in high school when I had to take Latin. and I remember it being a dope story. But more than that, I'm excited to see what Nolan does with the CGI because, like you said, he always has had like a sense of sci-fi, but it's always been based grounded in reality to make you kind of like when we were talking about last night with the guy that helped. They got the Nobel Peace Prize for kind of giving the actual math it would take for Interstellar to work. Even with Tenet, I'm sure we've all seen that poster where it kind of shows the timeline of how things are actually working chronologically. So I'm excited to see him just like let his hair down type shit because we've seen the science and the mathematical representation of his creativity. We haven't seen his brain just go crazy on some like like you said, Cyclops. How is he going to depict that? The sea monster. How detailed is it going to be? Is it going to just be a big ass reptile, or is it going to be like colossal? You know, like we see in God of War. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm excited. I want to see how wild he gets. I want to see how far into the woo he gets to go for himself.
I'm definitely interested since I don't really know anything about the Odyssey, so it'll be a great first experience for me.
Who
Yeah,
did
I
he say who's
haven't.
playing the main character? Has he
I
casted him?
mean, he has people casted, but we don't know their official roles. But most people are saying Matt Damon is going to play Odysseus.
Oh, that would make sense.
Because
That's
Matt Damon is in
okay.
it. I'm not forgetting my niggas. Tom Holland,
Tom Holland.
Oh
Robert
God! Please don't make that nigga the
Robert
main character.
Pattinson.
Oh my God!
No, see, look, we're not finna do this. Tom Holland is a good actor. Y'all, people shit on him because he's Spider Man.
No, he's
He's a good
tiny.
actor,
No,
bro.
it's because
He's a
he's
good actor.
tiny.
He's
No, I
good.
Nigga,
agree. He
he's
needs to.
look.
Well,
Only a
it's nothing
few.
much.
He built like you, Alex. You shape it. He built like you.
Only a
Y'all
few
the same.
people. No,
Oh
I'm about
shit!
to. I'm about to say something. Only a few people can pull that shit off. I.e. Tom Cruise. He's a
Is
tiny
that
nigga,
me?
but you don't
Oh,
know that
him.
in the movie.
No, that's him.
Tom Holland looks tiny. He does.
Hey,
Hold on,
Megatron.
Let
Alex.
me
You
see.
lagging a
Megatron.
little bit.
Chill, Megatron.
I'll be
Yeah,
back.
Well, Tom
he
Holland got big
ain't
as
really
hell for
show up
Uncharted.
though.
Go look how he was in Uncharted. He was buff. Big.
No, he's buff. It's
Oh,
just yeah, definitely pause. But I see what he means because I have some like minor complaints when it comes to Spider-Man, but that's a whole nother fucking detail.
Your
Argument.
complaints are stupid, buddy.
No, it's stupid. It's just nitpick as
Yeah, I know.
Spider-Man
That's why I
because
said they're stupid, buddy. And we're not
yeah,
gonna
it
talk
definitely
about them,
is.
buddy. Yeah.
We're not. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I haven't reread it since like high school when it comes to the Odyssey. So, and Nolan, the one thing I'm waiting for when it comes to Christopher Nolan is his attention to detail when it comes to time, because he does that in like every fucking movie, where it's like
You hear me?
to a T.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Dang, have all y'all
Oh,
read the Odyssey?
well, I read it back in high school. I was saying with Tom Holland, he don't you mentioned to go and watch Uncharted because he looks bigger, but um
Yeah,
his stature just don't like Tom Cruise don't make me he don't and it's the way they shoot it, you know, they have him stand on platforms, they have him like fight at an angle so he looks like he's eye level with the big ass buff niggas, but
yeah.
I don't know, man. Tom Holland has looked tiny in everything I've seen him. And I'm not talking about muscles. I mean, he just looks like a pipsqueak. And it's not I mean, I can't hold it against him like his size is his size, but it's like when we see Kevin Hart and shit. You've never seen Kevin Hart in a movie and didn't go, this nigga is tiny. Like, no matter what he does, no matter who he's standing by, no matter even when he was in Borderlands movie this year,
Ew.
he was driving the truck and the nigga looked like he was in a booster seat. Everything he does looks tiny. When he was on that other movie Lift and he was doing a heist and he was on the back of that boat, the nigga looked like he was in a kid's seat. Like everything he does, he looks miniature, and that's the same effect I get with Tom Holland. So an epic movie like this, because they call stories like that epics in during that time.
Yeah.
I just feel like, man, please don't give me the David and Goliath ass look to the shit. Don't make it look like this 5'4" nigga and man, go get Gerald Butler, nigga. Get somebody that really look good in a toga, nigga. Get Alexander Skarsgård or whatever his fucking name is. Go get fucking don't get who the dude that played Joel.
Roy
You want
Baker.
Pedro Pascal?
Don't get Pedro. I said don't.
Oh.
Don't get Pedro Pascal. I'm sick of him. Man, just go get a grizzly nigga. Go get a grizzly nigga with a nice beard, bro. I'm sick of Tom Holland. Sick of this nigga.
So you want a Post Malone? I got you, brother.
I don't want to Post Malone. I honestly, if you want me to be real, I want them to go find the next superstars. I want them to go find the new
Oh,
actors
we
that
can
makes
get you
us go
Austin Butler.
like prime example. Not the Skarsgård. What's his brother? What's Skarsgård's brother's name? I always forget his first name.
Bill Skarsgård.
Bob
Alexander?
Bill.
Which one?
No, the nigga that was in Nosferatu.
Bill
Yeah,
Skarsgård.
Bill Skarsgård.
Okay, Bill, I do think they're kind of forcing him. I will be honest. I do think they kind of shoehorning him into a lot of shit. But it's been fun watching him go on a run, kind of like with Jonathan Majors. It's fun when they find a new nigga and he's the it person or a woman. I'm like, let's go. Okay, let's see what your catalog look like. We've seen it happen good with people like Skarsgård. We've seen it happen bad, like with niggas like Adam Driver. It can go either way.
Oh,
But
Jesus.
I do want to see a new. I want to see a new group of people, bro. And I don't want
Well,
to see Spider-Man. I'm sorry, he's typecast.
unfortunately for you, Alex, this is the new group of people: Tom Holland,
God damn
Zendaya,
it.
Austin Butler,
God damn it.
Timothy Chalamet. The people they're literally the same age as us. So these
Man,
are
fuck,
the
I
new
fuck
people.
with Timothy Chalamet.
They're part of the new era of Hollywood right now. So it's gonna
Timothy
be
Chalamet.
it's gonna be another
He's an
5, 6,
he's an
7 years before you get
androgynous
another
nigga.
group of kids to come in. But
Oh my! And I don't want kid. It doesn't have to be new young faces. I just want a different texture, bro. Because it's like, there's very few actors where every
You
time we
want to
see them,
what?
there's very few actors where every time we see them, they embody their character. You see what I'm saying? Even our greats, niggas complain about they act the same. Denzel Washington, for one. They say, he's just Denzel Washington in every movie. It's just Samuel L. Jackson in every movie. It's just XYZ in every movie. There's not many William Dafoes. You feel me? And maybe I'm just not up to game on Tom Holland's repertoire, but I don't know, man.
all I
these other
say,
movies a chance.
I just want some new shit, bro. I'm sorry. I just want some new shit. Or put Mads Mikkelsen as the nigga, man. Put somebody that's fire, man. I don't know. I love y'all too.
yes, sir. Well, shout out to Christopher Nolan. We will be seated in IMAX. Hopefully there's a Dolby option, but if not, I will be there in IMAX. Yeah. So that's it. All right. So
Chill.
we only have one more topic, which is our top 10 to bottom 10. But before we do that, I want to do the reviews first because we only have 3 reviews, I believe.
Oh, did you
Um,
talk about Spider-Verse getting delayed, or did we talk about that last week?
I think we talked about that last week. Well, we touched on the situation with
Oh, okay.
Shamik.
My fault.
Yeah, we did talk about the Shamik and the whole delay and all that.
Oh, okay, cool.
But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the reviews. Let's start with there's a movie that came out during Christmas called A Fire Inside. It's based on what's her name? Clarissa Shields. I always forget her name.
Yeah, Clarissa Shields.
Clarissa Shields, a boxer, Olympic boxer. She's currently beefing with Remy Ma. I saw that all over Twitter and shit. But anyway, they got a movie about her, like her basically coming up as a teenager and getting into boxing and all of that.
Aquila and the Bee, except it's boxing.
I mean, it's pretty similar, yeah.
Yo.
But yeah, that came out on Christmas Day. Mafia saw it. Mafia, what did you think about this movie, brother? A Fire Inside.
I think this movie has a great story. It's well paced and it's relatable to a lot of people. For example, Clarissa comes from a poor family with siblings and parents with many faults. And for her, boxing was her way out by winning the Olympic gold medal against adult women, because when this happened, crazy enough, she was only 16. Now, throughout the story, you'll see distractions.
That was the biggest dramatic pause I've ever heard in my life.
I mean, you got to think about it, though.
I felt the mic drop. That was fire.
You got to think about it, though. She was 16 taking on grown women like Olympic boxers. Like,
Sound like Mike Tyson type shit.
yeah. Throughout the story, you'll see the distractions in life that try to distract her from her success. For example, Clarissa's family situation is something throughout the film that's providing a mental distraction she really doesn't need. Another thing that stands out in the movie is the relationship between her and the coach. The actors had a great chemistry, to where not only did they seem like a coach and a student, but also like a father and daughter. For example, at a certain point of the movie, she wanted him to be there. No spoilers, but he isn't able to come, and you can kind of tell how it really affected her game in a movie. I think the movie was well shot. I haven't been to Flint or China because a part of this movie does take place in China for the Little Olympics, so I can't speak to how accurate the sites are. I think overall the movie had a good direction. I would have just liked to see more and longer in-depth boxing scenes. For me, this movie had a theme of working hard isn't enough. You have to always stay focused on your goals, and reaching your goal doesn't mean you're done or that things will get better after you've earned it. Well, after you've reached your goal.
Okay, I got a
Overall, I
question.
enjoyed.
Oh, my bad.
Uh, Overall, I enjoyed the movie. I had a few laughs. I enjoyed Clarissa's story, and I would definitely watch this again. If you like movies about overcoming struggles and beating the odds, or like movies, for example, like the George Foreman movie that came out last year, you'll definitely enjoy this one. I
Question
give it
for
like
Mafia Quad.
go for it.
Oh, he's about to give you a rating.
Yeah, I would give this I give this a B.
A B. Okay.
Okay.
My question for you: where does this rank in the typical sport? You know, coming of age, you can do whatever. You can do it. Like we just had the Serena Williams and Venus Williams movie. Is this up there with them? Because I mean, that nigga got a fucking Oscar for it. Do you think anybody in here?
I actually haven't seen that one yet.
Okay.
Oh, it's really good, man. Give it a chance. It's one of Will's best performances.
Unless a list bother you, that nigga talk like this the whole movie. So you got a lisp if that's gonna bother you.
It's definitely good, but like I said, like one problem I did have was like when she was boxing, like boxing isn't really like the. Okay, hold on, let me take that back. Like I said, I would prefer they had focused more like on the boxing, like the fights would have been longer and they focused a little bit more on them. In the movie, when she had boxing scenes, they were kind of short, and they weren't really the main focus. The focus was more so her story of staying focused to reach her success.
What boxing movie y'all feel like got the best in round fighting scenes? Is it Creed? Is it like where they do the body shots? You see the ripples, you see the technique. Like, what do y'all think got the crown for that?
Or just like entertainment wise?
Either one. I mean, like, which one do y'all feel like, yeah, nigga, when them scenes haven't been matched as far as like the visceral nature or like you said, the technique of it, like.
The entertainment wise, I'll say Creed 3. Just that
because it was slow motion and shit.
No, because it really like the nigga straight up said Michael B. director. He straight up said that it was gonna be anime inspired, and it was a lot of shots that were ripped out of fucking anime.
I think I saw that on Twitter. They like did a side by side.
Oh, it was more than Dragon Ball. It was a lot of shit in there.
It's like Hajime no Ippo or whatever the fuck.
It was JoJo.
I think he even had a Megalo boxing. I think I saw a Megalo boxing side by side that he took from.
And don't get me wrong, like Rocky 4 has some crazy shit. You have what's that movie, Southpaw? With what's his name, bro?
Yeah, you talking about Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah, it's a lot of other movies out there where there's different details.
Someone said Real Steel.
Real Steel.
I like Real Steel.
If we,
I'll give it to you, but come on.
Okay. Another question: where we ranking? Do y'all fuck with the movies like Fight Club and what's that other movie where it was a blonde nigga, he was knocked out? What was it? I think the movie was called Now I had it on the tip of my tongue. Pause. Don't Back Down. Y'all remember that movie? The fake Fight Club movie?
Yeah.
Or Never Back Down or some shit. Like,
yeah.
Do y'all prefer movies like that, or y'all like the technical, like real deal boxing and training, or you want the niggas that just come in and beat your ass real quick?
Either or, really.
Either or. I know there was another one where old dude was in prison, bro. What the fuck was the
He was in
movie
prison?
called, man? Yeah, like
talking about Kimbo Slice?
No. Rest in peace to the legend. But it was a boxer. He got sent to prison or whatever, and like they had to box, and like what the fuck?
From Fight Night Champion.
You talking about the beginning of Uncharted 4?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the story of Fight Night Champion.
No, not that, bro. It was an actual movie. Hold on, I'm gonna find it in a second.
Nigga said Fight Night Champion. You talking about the game? Fight Night Champion, fire.
That was the story.
Let's see. I ain't even catch what you said that. Well, okay. I was just wondering. So you'd recommend it, Mafia Quad?
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. If you're looking for something to watch, if y'all aren't working Monday or Tuesday, definitely go check it out.
I'm gonna be honest. I wonder how this will perform in the box office, especially with the Remy Ma shit.
It's
I
called
wonder if
Undisputed.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was.
We should revisit this next year and just see what this made in the box office. Because I wonder if people give a fuck about these sport success stories
I'll
based
say
on
this,
real,
Alex.
true life events.
The movie was packed when I went.
Really, full of blacks or
Really?
whites?
Yeah, it was full of blacks. No, I think there were a few whites, but mostly blacks.
Okay. What? Are you from Detroit? Like, where you from?
I'm from Alabama.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Hold on, I'm gonna post the picture.
And one more time, what was your rating again, Mafia? One more time.
I give it a B.
Okay, good rating, good rating. Okay.
Go ahead and get my little
Only thing I know about
top
Clarissa
rating.
Shields is Tick has a huge crush on her.
Well, yeah, she got a big booty.
Shout out to Tick.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they showed her picture at the end of the movie, yeah, she didn't look bad at all.
Bet. And then
Good luck to you,
let's review A Complete Unknown. I know Mafia saw it. I actually just saw it earlier today. This is the movie that's based on Bob Dylan, starring Timothy Chalamet. Just to set it up, this movie kind of starts from the beginning of his career. He's a kid from Minnesota. He moves to New York City at like 19 years old. And in a span of like 2-3 years, he becomes a star. Doing folk music. But part of the movie also shows you a change that he came through during his career. It talks about the relationships that he had with other artists and things at that time. Doesn't go through his entire life, kind of just like the first 3-4 years, really. But yeah. So I'll go ahead and just start with my overall thoughts of the movie. The name of the movie is A Complete Unknown. The name is pulled from a lyric in one of his songs. And just to give a background, I've always heard of Bob Dylan. You always hear like people say, "Oh, he's one of the greatest songwriters of all time." The guy he has, and they say this at the end of the movie. He's the only songwriter to ever get a Nobel Prize for literature. So like when it comes to writing and songwriting, he's considered one of the best, if not the best.
Kendrick didn't get one?
No, Kendrick got a Pulitzer Prize.
Pulitzer, okay.
Nobel is different. Nobel,
Yeah.
But yeah, you typically hear his name when it comes to like the greatest songwriters of all time, right? But over the years, I've listened to some of his songs, and it just never really did it for me. I was never really a big fan of his music. It's not bad, but just his style. I mean, just like folk music and stuff. He has a really unique way of singing. Never was really my style. But watching this movie, it does kind of put you on to a lot of his music. The movie is full of music. It's like when I was watching it, I was like, you could technically call this a musical because it's this constant like music in the film. Him singing, him writing, them on stage performing. Is a constant thing. So they put you on to a lot of his music through the movie. And so I think by the end of the movie, I did come out with an appreciation for his music that I didn't really have before. But just speaking on the performances, one of the cool things about this movie, all of the actors in this movie that play a real life performer, they did the actual singing and performing in this movie. So Timothy Chalamet actually sung the songs. There's a woman in the movie that plays another singer named Joan Baez. She's famous as well. She did her own singing. Edward Norton, y'all know Edward Norton from Fight Club. He played the Hulk. He plays a singer in this movie. He did his own singing and everything. And then lastly, there's a guy that plays Johnny Cash, Boyd Holbrook. He did his own singing. So they kind of they don't do that thing that they do in a lot of music biopics where they just play the actual song and then the actors like lip syncing. They actually had the actors perform and sing themselves, and it was good. I mean, they were all very good singers. I thought they played the songs well. So I like that they did that. I like that they added that level of performance to it. One thing for those that might not know, the director of this movie was James Mangold. Um, probably his most well-known movie that those listening might know him from is he did Logan, the one where Wolverine dies. But he also did Walk the Line, another musical movie with Joaquin Phoenix where he played Johnny Cash. So this movie is very similar to that. If you've seen Walk the Line, it's very similar to that in the sense that it kind of shows you these years of this artist's life, what he was going through, um, the kind of music that he was putting out, that sort of thing. So very similar. Um, what else do I want to say? Good performances. The actors, I thought all the actors did great. Timothy Chalamet did great. I saw some people saying he might get an Oscar for this. Personally, I don't think he will, only
Boy,
because even though he did a good job, this performance was nothing like, you know, it didn't blow me away. You know what I mean? He did good. Like he embodied the actual person. If you hear how Bob Dylan speaks, he got that nailed down to a T. Um, he, like I said, he did the songs well. So I mean, in that sense, it was good. But when you compare it to like a Jamie Foxx playing Ray Charles, I feel like Jamie Foxx performance was stronger. Jamie Foxx was probably worthy of the Oscar. I don't know if Timothy Chalamet is as good here, but I don't know. I mean, he did portray Bob Dylan like very, very accurately. So I guess in that sense, you could argue that he could win, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, the
so this
performances were
movie like the
good.
White Dream Girls.
Yeah, I mean, it's another one of those music biopics. But um, the cool thing about this movie, um, it takes place in the very early years of Bob Dylan. Like he's literally a 20-year-old kid. By the end of the movie where they ended, he's like 23, 24. So very, very early in his career, very young age. So it kind of shows you like, and one thing I noticed, just to wrap up my thoughts, if you've seen a lot of these music biopics, they kind of all have this through line of like a similar story where it's this kid has a dream of becoming a star. Then they finally get there and they realize that it's more stress than they imagined. Like the price of fame, right? They have no freedom, they have no privacy, they can't even go out in public without getting hounded. This movie shows how Bob Dylan had dealt with that. And it's a similar thing we've seen in a lot of like musical biopics. So that's in there. And then the other thing, um, one of the biggest thing when it comes to Bob Dylan that I've always heard about, you actually get to see in this movie, which is he starts his career doing acoustic music, folk music with an acoustic guitar. And at some point early in his career, he switched to electrical instruments, and it caused a huge kind of um, it was polarizing. A lot of his fans did not like that because that's not what they knew him for, and he was kind of bringing on new styles, new techniques. He was incorporating more blues and rock and roll into his music that a lot of his original fans were not used to him doing. And the movie shows that, and they show you how people reacted to it and things like that. But yeah, I mean, just to wrap it up, I thought it was an interesting movie. Um, if you don't know anything about Bob Dylan, um, this movie kind of gives you a lot of background on him. Um, if you're interested at all, or if you're a fan of music in general, I would definitely recommend this movie just for the music history alone. There's a lot of music history that's told through this film. But other than that, if you don't really like Bob Dylan's music, you don't really have an interest, then obviously I wouldn't recommend it. But otherwise, this was a good movie. I enjoyed it. If I had to give it a rating, I would probably say 7.5 out of 10. Good movie, good performance by Timothy Chalamet. And yeah, I enjoyed it. Mafia, how about you?
So I've never heard of Bob Dylan or any of his songs, so everything in this movie was kind of new to me. The story was somewhat interesting to me. For everyone listening, the overall kind of like arching problem in the movie was basically they were trying to control Bob a lot in the movie. Like originally when he started, he wasn't getting to sing his own songs. They were making him do like I don't know what you call it, but you know when you sing somebody else's song. But as the movie goes on, he is allowed to sing his own songs. But then again, it goes back to the point of the whole control aspect to where okay, now we've let you do your own songs, but we don't want you to do anything different. Like one time was saying he started getting into his electrical music and started trying to change it up, which plays into this festival at the end of the music, not music, end of the movie. But I don't really know anything about Bob Dylan prior, so I can't really say how accurate Timothy's portrayal was, but his singing was pretty good. Like I actually enjoyed the music in the movie. I thought it was interesting. And I may actually go back and try to listen to a few songs and see if it still hit like what was that song? Going with the Wind? Is that what it's called? One time?
I'm not sure.
Ah, well, never
I did.
mind.
I did have a question in general though. You saw the Elvis movie, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Nobody in here saw the Elvis movie with the nigga with the big head that was in Bike Riders.
Oh, awesome, but
Yeah,
Butler.
good movie. I
Nah,
like the
Yeah.
Elvis movie.
So, oh well, I was gonna
he's
ask, how do
not
y'all feel like?
black.
How do y'all feel about this ranking up in that? I feel like the trailers made the Austin Butler movie seem like it was way grander. Like this one felt a little bit more grounded in the shot selection. Like, how did you feel about that, Mafia Quad? Was this like really, flashy with the camera work, or was it very kind of one shot, typical?
Yeah, it was more kind of one shot typical.
Okay.
Like
See,
one time was
it
saying,
would
like,
take it
go
would
ahead.
take some good shot selection for me to care about a Bob Dylan movie. Like, I'd have to go in there and leave feeling like, nigga, even if I don't care about Bob Dylan, the way that movie is shot, yeah, I'd watch that again. They got to do something special, bro.
And one
To
time
Um,
was
pull people
saying,
like me that don't give a fuck about him.
when you're comparing it to something like Ray Charles, this movie really doesn't really hit like that. There were some parts that were interesting, but for me, it just didn't really hit.
Nigga, I feel like, oh brother, where art thou? Was a better folk song than this shit. Y'all remember when they sang to the radio?
well, you
No.
watched Brother We're Out There. You didn't watch Bob Dylan movie.
One time I will beat you up.
I'm just saying you can't compare it to something you didn't watch.
I'm just going off the trailer.
Well, that's not fair. If you watch trailer, Oh Brother Out There, it might be a mid movie too.
Ah man. Oh, that's what I was asking. Did you see the Elvis movie
I did. I actually
with
didn't like it
Austin
that
Butler?
much.
Really?
I'm gonna tell you why. Austin Butler was good. It's not because of him. He was good. The
His head seemed to
performances
be
and all that
busted.
was good. Was cool. That director, Baz Luhrmann, whatever his name, I don't like his style. I don't like that he incorporates modern music into the classics like that. I think it's very cringy and not. I don't like that at all.
So you'd be mad if they put like a Kanye West song in a mobster movie?
Yes, if the mobster movie is set in the 40s and I'm hearing fucking flashing lights, that's why.
That's
Why
fucking fire, nigga.
no, that's
Imagine a
no.
mobster just get
That's
his first hit.
disgusting.
Imagine he
I
get his
don't like
first hit
that.
and he
I don't
driving
like
in a
that.
Bugle. He driving in a Model
No.
T4 slowly back to the bungalow,
No.
flashing light.
The reason
No.
why is because when I watch
I
movies
know
like
y'all
that,
smiling.
when I watch movies like that set in those time periods, I want to feel like I'm in that time period. I want it to
You wanna
transport
know.
me to that time.
Yeah.
It takes me out of it when you do that type of shit. So,
It's like Django.
yeah, and like you
Oh,
said,
Django.
Y'all remember the scene in Django where it just starts playing Rick Ross? It's like, brother, you're taking me out, Quinn. Like, what are you doing,
Man, that
Tarantino?
movie's fucking fire. Man,
I
I
love
mean, I
that
like
movie. It's one
Django,
of my
but
favorites.
that stuff I never liked. But going back to Elvis,
Yeah.
something you just said, Alex, that director, he's flashy. That might appeal to some
Yeah.
people. I
It
don't
appealed to
necessarily,
me. I
I don't,
like
nec-
flashing lights.
I don't necessarily like his style. The only movie of his that I liked where he did that was Great Gatsby. But even Great Gatsby does that. Nigga, they had Jay-Z songs playing in Great Gatsby. I didn't like that, but
I would last 3 seconds as a moth. I'm going to that flashing light, nigga.
but
I'm out of there.
I actually prefer the way that this Bob Dylan movie was filmed, where it's set in the time period. They play songs from that time period. They dress from that time. It transports you to that time. It's shot very well, very clean. Yeah, it's a good looking movie too. So yeah, I
Flashing
like it.
lights. So now y'all don't like Kanye. That's fucking crazy. I never thought I'd see
I
that.
love Kanye. If you're gonna play Kanye, make the movie set in modern times. Don't
Nah,
make me
next
watch.
topic, bro.
I don't want to listen to
everybody
Kanye
needs
if his movie's set in the 40s. That don't even
I'm
sound
putting you on
right.
stay on Twitter. You're fucking out of here.
But yeah, we can go ahead and get to the last movie. Redpeg, you still awake, brother?
Yeah.
Let's go,
All right,
Nosferatu.
because we're going to go to Redpeg for the first review. But let me set up the movie.
Woo!
The last review of the night before we get to our final topic is Nosferatu. This is a remake of the 1923 film, which most people probably know from SpongeBob. You see the memes or the little the images where SpongeBob, he's like Nosferatu and he's flipping the lights and shit.
Yeah.
That's probably most people's introduction if you're our age. The movie came out in 1923. It was a silent film. Just a little background on Nosferatu. Um, the studio that made the movie, I don't know which studio did it. I could look it up, but I don't want to waste time. The studio that made the film in the 20s, they did not have the rights to adapt the book of Dracula. So what they decided to do was, let's make a Dracula movie, but we're going to change the names of the characters. So that's why in Nosferatu his name is Count Orlok instead of Count
Yeah.
Dracula, and they changed the names of other characters as well. For example, William Defoe's character in the new Nosferatu, he plays Professor von Franz. In the Dracula story, it's Van Helsing. People know Van Helsing. That's essentially who his character is, but they changed the names because they did not have the rights back in 1922. Um, but when you compare the stories, they are practically the exact same. Obviously with some minor changes. That's just a little brief history. So this movie, 2024 Nosferatu. Bill Skarsgård is Count Orlok, the vampire. Um, Basically, to set up the movie without spoiling, the movie takes place in the 1830s in Germany. There's a real estate agent played by Nicholas Holt. Um, his boss basically tells him, "Hey, there's this count. He wants to buy a property here, but he's too sick to travel here. So you got to go to him and have him sign, the sales papers, the deed or whatever." So he's like, "Okay, cool," and he does it because he just got married. He wants to get a promotion. He wants to build a better life for his wife and his family. So he decides to travel, even though he's a little worried about it, because he wants to, get promoted. So that's the beginning gist of the movie. He goes to Count Orlok's castle to meet him, and then from there he starts to learn some things about who the Count really is. The flip side of the story is his wife actually has a history with Count Orlok that they kind of tease in the beginning, and then it kind of unfolds throughout the film. Come to find out that essentially Count Orlok believes that his wife belongs to him. He wants to claim her, and so that's the basic plot of the movie. Count Orlok is trying to steal this man's wife. Um, and I don't want to say too much, but that's the basic plot. He's trying to steal this man's wife, right? Because he wants her. He believes that she is his. He wants her for himself.
Mr. Studio Girl.
Um, Now, one thing I'll say before we get to the reviews: if you watch this movie and you've seen Dracula or you know the Dracula story, you will start to see the similarities. Because, like I said, they are technically the same story. I think it's very cool seeing the similarities. But let's go ahead and get into the reviews for Nosferatu. I want to start with Redpeg. Redpeg, what did you think about Nosferatu?
Y'all, this is one of those movies where y'all was hyping up again, and I wasn't a big fan of it. But it's not a bad movie. But I will say, Nosferatu is a is a visually stunning, yet emotional hollow experience for me. I just it's yeah. I think like the visuals breathtaking. Like Wonton said, well he didn't say this earlier, but like they use a lot of natural lighting in this movie, so the movie is really fucking gorgeous. The costume design, like the commitment this movie made to the atmospheric detail and like the gothic feel, medieval feel was fire to me. Um, but yeah, the world felt like real eerie and immersive watching the movie. I'll give it that. But for all this, visual, like all the visual flair and shit, this movie just fell flat to me in terms of the narrative engagement, pacing, and just the emotional connection between the characters. Um, like the connection between Count Orlok and we can't spoil this. We're not talking spoilers, right?
Nah, not yet.
Oh, okay. Let me say. Sargar, isn't that what the nigga name is? Skargard. His
Skarsgård.
portrayal. yeah, his portrayal of Orlok was fire. I thought it was grotesque. It was fire, but his wheezing and asthmatic characterization was weird as fuck to me. Why would an undead creature who neither breathes or requires lungs, right? Why is he suffering from asthma, nigga? Additionally, nigga, the repulsive smell of decay, nigga. Why is this certain character finding him so alluring? A lot of shit in this movie didn't make much sense to me.
Oh, I can't wait to break you down
Also,
like a fucking.
also, Thomas, he made baffling decisions throughout the story, nigga. S- I can't really talk spoilers, but he made baffling decisions. It took me out the movie. Wasn't a big fan of that. Personally, nigga, I felt like the plot was stitched together with a singular goal of keeping each scene as murky and dimly lit as possible, nigga. The over reliance on shadow and darkness, it created this like a sense of visual fatigue rather than fear to me. That's why the movie wasn't instead of building tension, it was just a constant gloom, and it was just the movie just used that as like the aesthetic crush to me. The character relationships, they lack depth to me. The occasional random sex scenes felt shoehorned in. Nigga, did not like them. They were weird as fuck.
So
Cringy, made me laugh a bad
you didn't
way.
bring your lotion and tissue like I told you?
Didn't, nigga. PP was very soft
LOL.
throughout. Did not turn me on.
Charge complete.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah. Did you see his legs, nigga? No. My legs bigger than that. Come on. Uh, like what? That's probably how Alice think I look fucking. Like that's how.
You are built like that, nigga.
No, I'm not. I'm not. But yeah, in the end, yeah, like I said, this movie is beautiful to look at, but it's also frustrating and disconnected, and most damning of all, y'all, boring. Uh, but I feel like Edgar exceeds at crafting like haunting visuals, and like a real good atmosphere in this movie. Uh, without, but it comes without a strong narrative or narrative core, and this movie failed to, keep my interest. Watch it for the visuals. Go see it in Dolby Cinema. Some of the audio is pretty good in this movie too. Don't see it in the poor man's theater and digital. It's not gonna have a good experience. You're not gonna have that much of a good experience.
Let me.
But yeah,
Do you want your questions answered, or you just wanted to spout that out and not really think about
um,
a
what are you
reason?
talking about? We not talking spoilers now.
All right.
I'll go deeper into it after.
I mean, I can address your claims without spoiler, but
Yeah, I
No,
could too, but go
no.
Man,
ahead.
don't spoil nothing. I still gonna watch this when
Y'all
I'm
do
when I'm
y'all.
out there.
Y'all do
I
y'all
can say
reviews.
exactly what I need to say to Redpeg without
It's
spoiler.
not gonna
No,
be
no, no.
spoilers.
We're gonna talk about it after y'all finish our reviews. This
Okay,
movie
let's finish the
is
reviews and then we can
a
discuss.
visually stunning, boring movie.
Let's finish our reviews and then we'll discuss. Redpeg, what was the score out of 10 again?
I give it a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Damn.
That's not
I
that's
should probably go after
above
Red
that's
Pig
above
because I
average.
had the same.
I give it a 6. I give it a 6 purely based off the visuals.
Yes, Mafia also felt a way about this film. Go ahead, Mafia. How'd you feel?
All right. So just a preface, I didn't know anything about this book or anything. So
Neither.
yeah, I thought this was an actual like horror movie going in. So that's really what kind of hurt the movie for me. But I thought the story was slow, not scary, and not interesting for the most part. An example. For me, Nosferatu didn't do anything major to like the end of the second act. Until then, it was kind of just going back and forth between like the husband who was a juice box and a wife who was
Niggas said
having
a
a horny
juice
seizure.
box.
He was basically a juice box. The wife was having horny seizures. And when No starts doing his thing in the movie, it's not scary, it's not intimidating, it's not tense.
At
He
all.
was very polite with his killings. I was expecting like something more brutal, like well, I can't. Well, never mind. I was about to spoil something.
Yeah, there was
You was
one
expecting some
kill.
Dracula
There was one
shit.
kill that had me like, oh shit.
Y'all tripping. I can name at least 4, but go ahead.
When
If
he
you
killed
pay
them 2
attention to the
people one
start,
time. That was shocking.
if you pay attention to the start of the movie, you can kind of figure out what's going on. But for the average viewer who might not be paying attention due to loss of interest, due to the pacing, they'll have to wait to the end to figure out what's going on. Outside, well, Willem Dafoe was pretty much the best character to me. I really didn't care about
Facts.
anybody else.
I forgot to mention him. Facts.
Now the movie, like Red Peg was saying, the movie looks great. It captures the imagery of the time. I like the characters, like style, like the clothing, their speeches. I guess, accurate for that time period. Like I said, I didn't read the novels that the book was based on, so I can't say if this is what the director envisioned. I personally didn't care for the direction. Now, what I took from the theme of this movie is you can't escape your commitment without spoiling. And this movie really didn't leave a big impact on me, other
I
than the
agree.
director or the author is a very horny individual. If you're a fan of the novels it's based on, then you should see it. If not, and you want to see a real Dracula horror, watch The Voyage of the Last Demeter.
Fire movie.
Facts.
Disappointing ending.
But still, if you want to see a Dracula horror out of this and Voyage of
You
the
guys
Last
made me.
Demeter,
Y'all are gonna make me throw up my mouth. I wish Tyreek was here.
Mafia,
But-
the last Demeter scare you?
it didn't scare me, but it definitely had some tense moments. I like the kills. I like the story better. The story was more interesting.
It's not scary. It's got some like horror elements to it, but I wouldn't say it's scary. I went with a friend. We were
If
not.
you compare
scared
this
at all.
movie as a horror to The Last Demeter as a horror, The Last Demeter is more of a horror than this.
Oh
Oh.
damn!
Oh God! And what that woman say when that nigga came on TV? Oh, like y'all are killing me right now, bro.
Mafia, what grade did you give it?
Like Redpeg, I would give this a D.
A D?
But like I said
Mm.
before, it's the whole fact that I thought this was gonna be an actual horror. Had I known that this was gonna be like a kind of like a horror romance, kind of, I would have changed my expectations for the movie. I went in expecting a true blue horror.
I
So,
think y'all
had I known that I was-
misunderstanding a part
It
of
was
this movie.
anything but. We can't.
Yeah,
can you-
we'll
can you
talk
call
about
this a
it.
thriller? 'Cause it's
She's not in love with
it's-
Nosferatu, but we'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Saint, you saw the film as well?
No, brother. I
Oh,
was
I couldn't remember
dead
I couldn't remember if you saw it or not. Okay, no worries.
and-
Let's get
that's why I
Alex's
said don't spoil.
let's get Alex's
Man.
review of Nosferatu.
And one time, feel free to jump in at any point. I don't have to monologue it. To you guys' claim, the things that y'all didn't like and were worried about, it was explained in a movie, right? It wasn't like here's a pamphlet saying exactly why this happened, but using context clues and just watching the scenes play out, you kind of understand why everything is going on. In a general sense, I give this movie 8 out of 10. Let me start off with that because what this movie did, I've been waiting for scary movies to do that all fucking year. I've said multiple times, Cuckoo is the only movie that had a scene that creeped me out. This
Fire
movie,
movie.
it was a cool movie. But when we're talking about fear and scariness and making me like rethink that scene after the movie is over with, only one scene this whole year has made me do that. Nosferatu helped create like a fucking aura in this movie that I was uncomfortable solely off the character. It wasn't jump scares, it wasn't sounds, it was this nigga's voice. This nigga's voice, that rattle in the back of his throat.
You see his fucking fingers?
You see his fingers, his eyes, his nasty ass Luigi Mario mustache, his bald head, his stature, everything. The first 15 to 20 minutes of Nosferatu on screen was some of the best, like, creepy shit I've heard this entire year when it comes to a movie. Yes, that when he and it what's the main character's name? Fuck,
Thomas.
My Thomas. I need my Thomas. Him parrying Nosferatu's cold, dead demeanor with the sudden dread and fear he starts doing. Like, he went from just like, I'll sign this right here, and within minutes this nigga's sweating, and then he's like crying, and then he's like staring at this nigga screaming in silence. Like, that tension buildup made me bust, nigga. I was like, that's what I need in scary movies. I need to see.
Scary.
Yeah,
Bro.
it was.
Okay, can y'all listen?
It wasn't very.
It's not about us. And this is y'all issue, right? This is wrong with niggas that still eat Gerber for breakfast. You niggas wait for a jump scare to say, "Oop, a scary moment, guys." No, really look at what the fuck you're watching. This nigga is sitting at the top of a castle, and before we even get there, I'm not gonna spoil. I'm gonna see this movie a second time. I'm gonna see this movie a second time because the scene leading up to the castle when he started to get delirious and he didn't know where the fuck he was, and then it transferred to this nigga seeing a carriage. Come on, y'all know the scene.
Yeah.
That shit was creepy as fuck. And then it got to where he didn't even walk to the carriage. He walked a couple steps and this nigga floated into the carriage. Oh my God, I got goosebumps thinking about it. It threw me back to Blair Witch. He gets in the carriage, goes to the castle. Nigga don't know what the fuck going on. That first scene where he's speaking to him, tells him to sit at the table, tells him to shut the fuck up when I'm talking to you, tells him to go sit by the fire. You don't look too well. Like, all of that was fire. That was suspense. That was intrigue. That was cinema. I loved it. That is one of the best character intros I have seen in years. I can't think of another character that's came on screen and made you respect that nigga off rip. When Nosferatu, when Nosferatu got on screen, nigga, I heard asses getting tight in them leather seats in that movie. I heard popcorn shuffling around. I heard of people making the recliner go up and down. This nigga oh my God, I was so enamored and just like in awe at how they finally impressed me. I am a tough critic on scary movies. I'm not one of them niggas that be like, it's a good time. It's a good time if you're drunk. No, if it's not scary, it's not scary. And I don't pull no punches. The movie and it came at the final fucking hour, December 25th. A movie came in at the final hour. What's his nigga name? Robert Egg Omelet? Whatever the director's name is. He came in and gave me just 12 to 15 minutes of what I've been begging movies to do. Thank you. I want to see the entire movie that's long as fuck all over again just for that intro scene. That's how good that character introduction was. I stand on that. Movie got stamped. Oh, movie got stamped. Now, granted, this is like the middle to 20% into the movie, and I'm already like, wow, you've made your impact on me. That immediately gave this movie a 6 out of 10 for me. Off rip. You could have ended the movie right there. 6 out of 10 for that 15 minutes. The story goes on, and then we get introduced to William Dafoe's character. Wonton, how many times do we have to say it? This is some good milk. How many times do we have to sit here and tell y'all William Dafoe is on a generational run? Somebody pissed that nigga off. I ain't never seen somebody be as prolific as he's been other than Nicolas Cage. Imagine Nicolas Cage and all the bum-ass movies he was in, but make him good or mediocre. If mediocre. William Dafoe once again has joined a movie and stole the screen, stole the story. He was putting these niggas in a fucking blender when he got on screen, and the acting wasn't bad. This movie. Who was the nigga that had the deep voice that also played in No Country for Old Men? He was the other scientist. He was the doctor.
And this
he was the doctor that was he was the doctor.
Oh,
helping,
Ralph Ineson.
Ralph Ineson's voice, he could sing the ABCs and it'd be well. His voice is fire. Him being the stoic character of I'm a man of reason, I'm a man of science, I'm a man of proof, coupled with William Dafoe's going into the woo and the alchemy and him being a respected doctor, but the fact that he went to the left side of the field to go into the supernatural, them paired together, that was a joy to see. Thomas, I fuck with him. I really did. I'm gonna be honest. Thomas's actor, I didn't respect him before this movie, and not because he's done bad work. It's just when I see him, he just looks nerdy. I did like him in the movie titles always evade me when we do this podcast. When they did the night at the dinner where the chef killed everybody.
The menu.
The menu.
I liked him in The Menu. He was cool. He was annoying enough that I liked him. But other than The Menu, I didn't care for that movie where he was a vampire with Nicolas Cage.
So you don't like Nicolas Hoult?
I don't dislike him. He's just one of those people that when he's on the screen, I'm not mad that he's there, but he's not one of those people I'm like, oh, this got Nicolas Hoult in it. I'm like, oh, he's in this movie too. Movie, I'm very neutral when it comes to him. I'm very ambivalent. This movie made me see a part of him where I'm like, yeah, nigga, show some range. There was a moment where he was running through the castle, and I was like, okay, I see it. I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to get Nicolas Hoult hive. I get it now. I fuck with him. Oh my God. I want to say this one time because I've already taken up enough time and I want to hear your opinion. Oh God. What's the main girl? Ellen. What's Helen's actress name?
Lily Rose Depp. She's Johnny Depp's daughter.
Lily Rose Depp.
Oh,
You
she got
gorgeous,
a tongue on her.
you gorgeous woman. Let me give you your props and take off the condom and my top hat. Lily Rose Depp has given me, in my opinion, the best. Can I say in recent years?
PlayStation.
Bitch, Lily Rose Depp
Not bad.
has given me, since in my recent memory, I can't think of another movie. If y'all can think of one, you let me know. The best possessed body movement I have seen probably since some old ass Exorcist movie when we was kids, like The Exorcism of Emily Rose or some shit. She has a scene where she is pop locking like she on Crush Groove. She is pop locking like Russell Simmons in the tracksuit. This bitch was like going, she was having a conversation with this nigga and was like popping her body, her arms, her chest, her neck, and was still having a conversation with this nigga. She was mid possession and still flirting with this nigga, taunting this nigga, as well as reaffirming her love with him. She was fighting with this nigga, was at this nigga dick, and said, you don't fuck me like the vampire do. And then she said, show him my love. Like this, oh my God, that scene was fire. That body work and movement, I always respect. I always respect when men and women can, because we've seen in other Exorcist movies where they work on their limberness and they'll like, you know, when the girls will bend their back all the way back or something, like, oh shit, how did they crawl like that? Or in The Ring or The Grudge, it'll show behind scenes of how they got them used to that crawling. And it's always like a deleted scene. It's like, yeah, it took weeks for me to really understand the mechanics. No, this bitch just put on some everlasting bass and started from the fingertips and worked that bitch to the collarbone. Amazing body work. This is the first movie. What other movie is she in? I don't know what other movie she's been in.
Nothing major.
This is the first.
She's just now starting to get into some.
This might be the first movie I've seen her in, and she's given me one of the most memorable, exercised. I'm gonna wrap it up. This movie, I just give it props. I give it props for the 10 to 15 minutes that we need to be staring at the screen. They capture every inch of your body, bro. Every inch of your brain and your heart is fixated on what their mouths are doing and what their bodies are doing. As I'm talking about this movie, I'm breaking this bitch up to 9 out of 10. Because now I'm really sitting here thinking about it, bro. I'm really sitting here thinking about these scenes in this movie. Slow burn, sure. Aura, 1 million. Suspense, about 200 million. Acting jobs from Bill Skarsgård. To go from The Boy Kills the World to The Crow, which was an ass movie, this nigga is... come on, man. Like, this is what we wanted. You horror lovers out there. And on top of this, I don't even want to call this a movie. This is damn near a love this is not a rom-com, but nigga, this is a love story. This is a story that pushes the bounds of love and what that truly means. Nigga, you gonna love me while I get molested and fucking exercised by fucking Count Olaf. You gonna love me, nigga. You stay down for me. Yes, bitch, I love you. I'm gonna make you something you ain't never been before. A fucking god. He stayed with his woman, bro. nigga fucked his wife while Dracula was inside. This nigga fucked. Keep in mind, mute me if you don't want to get spoiled. This bitch was possessed. The nigga Nicholas Hoult said, I'm about to put this dick on you, nigga. She was possessed by Dracula, and the nigga didn't have no time. She said, he fucks me better than you. The nigga pulled his dick out in 2 seconds. It was the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. He looked the Dracula in his face and said, bitch, take this dick real quick. Fucking fire. The nigga showed his love. This movie will be seeing me on Tuesday for $5 Tuesdays. I'm seeing this shit again. This movie came in clutch. What a way to end the year. Wonton, please take it away.
Hey, put your dick away, brother.
Yes, sir.
It's
Alex,
already out.
Fire review. Alex hit the nail on the head, baby.
Dicks about to unite. Oh my god.
This is all I'm gonna say about this movie, because a lot has been said that I agree with when it comes to Alex's review. Right off the bat, respectfully to Mafia and Redpeg, I respect y'all opinion, but hearing some of y'all critiques, I can tell that y'all missed some of the beats in the
I
film.
didn't miss anything.
No.
yeah.
Just to
My
go
thing
back to
about it is
I refute
that
every
if
claim
I
you
had
have.
known what this movie
I'll
was
explain
supposed to
myself.
be, I would have probably rated it differently. But I went in thinking this was like a straight up horror.
that's fine. That's fine. It's understandable. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking purely about, for example, Redpeg's claim. Why would she even be attracted to this being? She wasn't, brother. She wasn't attracted to him. That's
I
number
didn't. I
one.
didn't say that. I
You
didn't
did
say
say
that.
that. I got roll the
No,
tape.
I
You
mean,
literally said
why
that.
she was the word that she was allured. Like,
Same thing. You made it
Lord,
sound like
Lord.
she wanted to
Like
be
it
with
was
him.
pointless.
Like you made it sound like she wanted to be with him. If you, that's not in the story.
No,
She.
I'm gonna explain myself. I'm gonna explain myself later. No.
All right, I'm just letting you know she didn't want to be with him, brother. She was cursed. Number two, you saying, "Oh, Thomas makes some unbelievable choices. Why did he do this? Why did he do that?" Brother, they explained it in the beginning of the film. He's doing it for his wife, for his family. He's taking this risk for his family and for his potential promotion.
And
It's
where
not
did that get
until
him
it's
today?
not until it's too late that he realizes he fucked up. That happens to everybody. That's a common life lesson. But anyway, let me get to my review. Huge Robert Eggers fan. I love all his movies. To me, he has no misses. This is the latest movie in his repertoire. And again, it is cinema. This is a great fucking movie. Um, if you've been watching his career since he put out The Witch in 2016 or 2015, whenever that came out, you can see the evolution. The quality of his films just get better and better and better each time. This movie is fucking beautiful, beautifully shot. Like Redpeg said, they used natural lighting pretty much the entire film, no artificial lights. Um, and you might complain about that, saying, well, some scenes look dark. That's understandable, but it sets the tone. That's the thing about his movies that I love. They all have a style to them, and he commits to that style. This film does that. It takes you to a place. It takes you to 1830s Germany, puts you in that place with the vibe that he wanted to give.
Also, Walter, this is a reason why you should go see the Dolby Cinema. Looks really, really good with it.
I mean, I would like to if they didn't have fucking 10 o'clock showings, but
Oh, I thought you only seen it at 7.
no, I ended up going earlier to see it digital with my family because they wanted to go to. But yeah, shot beautifully. I don't know where the fuck they filmed this. It's supposed to be like 1830s Germany.
They filmed it in Detroit, nigga. That
Nigga,
shit was
it
fucking
looked
cold and desolate.
when you watch this movie, it looked like they went back in time. Like I'm talking
Facts.
about the design, the I don't know, whatever they did, it was beautiful. The shit looks like it came out of a fucking time machine. Performances. Nicholas Holt does a great job. Alex hit the nail on the head where he talks about when that scene when he meets Count Orlok, how his emotion changes in a matter of minutes. He starts off kind of uneasy but still normal, right? Not scared yet. He's just a little like, what's going on here? And in fucking minutes, he's literally like shivering, sweating, terrified. Amazing performance from him. Lily Rose Depp, this is her best performance in anything she's ever done. This movie is definitely going to put her on the path to bigger and better roles down the line, just because her performance in this was amazing. She did the best body work. What I mean by that is the scenes where she's like possessed, she fucking looks like she's possessed. That's all I'm gonna say. Great fucking job. And then the two other big performances, Willem Dafoe, great as always. He's one of, if not the biggest scene stealers in this movie. Just because of his performance and how he portrayed the character that he plays. And then Bill Skarsgård as Count Orlok. Fucking transformative. If nobody told you this was Bill Skarsgård, you wouldn't even know it was him. He changed his literal voice for this role. It's not a voice changer. This is his actual voice in the movie. He modified his voice with a vocal coach, and it's sinister. It's creepy as fuck, and it works. So yeah, performances A1 across the board. When it comes to story, like I said, it's very similar to Dracula. If you know anything about the Dracula story, it's pretty much exactly the same, just with characters and locations changed, names. To Mafia and Redpeg's point, the movie is not often scary in the sense of like, what you would typically think of when it comes to a scary movie. You know, jump scares. There's not many. There's a couple that I noticed. Um, there are moments in the movie that have gore and like people getting killed, but it's not gratuitous. It's not something where it's like every 3 seconds somebody's getting killed. You know, it's in the movie, but it's spaced out, right? Um, but in my opinion, when it does happen, um, it's pretty graphic. They don't show everything. It's not like one of those snuff films or like a slasher where you see like all types of gore and blood. But um, yeah, he fucks people up in this movie. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just
And he
not.
fucks them.
Yeah. So um, there's a lot I could say about this movie, but I don't want to spoil anything. I really want I feel like everybody should see this movie. If you even remotely into horror, and you might be saying, "Oh, I don't like vampires that much." Don't even think of it as a vampire movie. Just this is a good movie, bro. This is a good movie. It's definitely worth the watch. I would recommend this movie to anybody. I love the performances. I love the visuals. The whole style of this movie. Yeah, this was just a fire fucking movie. And like I said, there's a lot I can say. I don't want to spoil. Um, I was going to say something before I ended it off. Yeah, I don't know. This movie is fire. I definitely want to see it again. I want to see it in 4K on Blu-ray once it comes out. Fire fucking movie. I seen some people said this their movie of the year. I'm not shocked or surprised at that. It's not mine personally, but I'm not shocked or
Fucking
surprised.
insane.
Anybody that has this as their movie of the year or top 3, I'm not surprised. It is that good. It's a good fucking movie, and it's definitely worth to be seen.
I don't even know the last time I went and saw a movie twice as it was in theaters. I
Yeah.
really can't even think of the last movie I did that for.
Just to finish off as a rating, I would give this 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, fire fucking movie. It caps off a great year for horror films. If you're a person that considers yourself a fan of horror movies, even though this movie isn't quote unquote scary, it's definitely up there when it comes to some of the best horror movies of the year. And you got to go see it. You have to go see it. If you consider yourself a fan of horror, you got to see it. Great fucking year for horror movies. But that's all I have for my review. We can open up the discussion again. We can keep it spoiler free.
Are we not talking spoilers?
I haven't seen it yet, brother.
The Saint hasn't seen it yet, and the movie is still fresh. We can kind of just.
I mean, Alex already low key got into spoilers, nigga. I mean,
I really
Nah,
didn't spoil nothing.
He really didn't
You
spoil.
really
He really
did.
didn't spoil nothing.
He spoiled a little bit, but I'm fine with it. It's
What
not
did I
that.
spoil?
The sex
Oh,
scene.
good. You talking about nigga? That's not
no,
spoiling.
you spoiled. You
You
spoiled.
you
her
spoiled like the
fucking and shit,
detail.
kissing.
No,
somebody,
not that.
kissing
Not
your
not that.
love.
Not that.
All right, well, we ain't gotta. If
That's
people
a
didn't
big
get
part
it,
of the movie.
Okay.
Like, what?
No spoilers, and we ain't gotta harp on it because we still got the top 10 and all that.
I
But
really wanted to get into it, nigga.
one thing I want to say for anybody that has not seen the movie yet, just to make it very clear, when you see this movie, this woman is not in love with Count Orlok. That's not what's happening here. That's not what's happening.
I never said that. I never said that.
I know. I'm just making it clear for everybody
you
listening.
talking
Everybody
about
listening. Everybody's going to go see it. That's not what's happening here. What happens is, in the beginning of the film, they show you a moment where she unknowingly welcomes this demon into her life, and then it comes back to bite her in the ass later.
Okay. So
I'm not saying details. I'm not saying details.
You literally said okay. So my
I
problem
didn't say
with the movie
anything.
is-
All I'm saying is
okay. Listen, my problem with the movie
she's
is
cursed.
it
She's
never-
not in love with the nigga. She's cursed.
Okay, my issue is it never explained like how they noticed or like how they noticed each other, like in reference to her being found naked as a kid in the field, right?
That's
As
literally
a-
the first opening of the movie, Redpeg.
but they never explained it or how they became attracted to each other. Like it don't.
They
it don't make sense.
okay, so we can talk about this offline because that's a spoiler, but I can explain it to you.
Okay, we can talk about it.
That opening scene is what that is. It's telling you how it happened.
I found it ambiguous and very poorly fleshed out, nigga.
You could say it's ambiguous because it's not like on the nose, like this is exactly what happened, but it's very clearly implied as to what happened. I can explain it to you. Don't worry. But it is a spoiler technically because it's something that's not told in the trailers. If you're not familiar with the story of Dracula, you wouldn't really know.
The film pacing was sluggish and the plot was meandering, nigga. That's how I felt, nigga.
That's fine. I mean, that's why I said though, it's not a horror movie in the sense of like there's constant action and tension and killings every 3 seconds. It's not that type of horror movie. This is one of those movies where it's very much setting up a vibe and a feeling. You know, Alex kind of said it. The way that certain scenes happen, the way certain characters speak, that's giving you the feeling. That's giving you the tension based on what's happening on the screen with the characters. But long story short, great movie. Go watch it. We could talk spoilers probably on the next show since most people probably have seen it by then who wanted to see it. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to our last topic of the show and wrap up with our top 10 and bottom 10 of 2024. So this is how we're going to do it. If you don't have 10, you want to do 5, cool. Do what you do. It's up to you. List off your top 5 or top 10 of the year, and then list off your bottom of the year. And in between, you can throw in some honorable mentions. So if you have something that didn't make the top 10 or the bottom 10, but you still want to speak on it, throw it in there. We'll keep the list short. Just name the movies. And once we're all done, we can jump into the discussions. If you want to double back and say, you had such and such in your top 10, let's speak on it. So we can do that afterwards. Let's go ahead and start with
Also, I want y'all to give like a brief saying why this is you don't have to say like give a whole review, but like why this is in your top 10. Let's do that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay. I thought that's what we're doing. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Does everybody have y'all list ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me go third.
Okay.
Yeah, I have my list ready.
Who want to go first?
Why third?
Because I'm getting my I'm still writing my list right now.
Saint, you want to start us
The
off?
honorable mentions. I'm doing
Hey, that's another charge, bro. We're doing the best first. We're doing the worst.
mentions, bitch.
That's another
So
charge.
let's do this. Let's do the worst 10 first, and then your top last. Saint, start us off.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off with Kingdom and Planet of the Apes. I don't care what y'all say. That movie put me to fucking sleep.
Are we doing worst first? Oh shit, that's your 10. Oh, that's 5.
We doing worst first.
Damn, that movie was that bad? Okay.
And listen, it's not bad because it's a shitty movie. The shit was just boring. If I want to go to the movies, I want to be entertained. Especially coming off of, I haven't watched Planet of the Apes movie since like the second one of the reboot series, the new one that it's in right now. So I was highly disappointed, and I have no interest of rewatching that movie or watching another Planet of the Apes movie ever again. Speaking of another stupid ape, the Godzilla Kong movie, fucking terrible. That movie was mid. It was one good fight scene, one good laugh, like two. Listen, I'll give you Kong and Baby Kong, whatever the little nigga's name is. Fire, that's fire. Everything else, just why? You had old buddy from Atlanta. Don't get me wrong. Was it Brian Terry or what the fuck his name is? He was talking too goddamn much in that movie, bro. And the humans were just doing the most. It's just like, come on, bro.
That was a bad movie. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? The soundtrack was ass. Everything about that movie was ass. Even the visuals. I don't know what people were talking about. It didn't look good. The shit just looked choppy and just cheap as hell, bro. I can't.
I disagree.
Of course you disagree, you unga bunga ass BG ass nigga. Joker 2. Jesus Christ. Started off strong and just went downhill. They purposely shitted on their own fans and shitted on their own franchise of itself, bro. I got nothing else to say about that movie. Fucking terrible. And fuck the director, bro. That's why Hangover movies started to fall off too. What's this? The next movie I got 1992. That was starring Tyrese and rest in peace to Ray Liotta. That I regret watching that movie. I'll just leave it at that. It was just unrealistic as fuck, bro. And Tyrese was doing some shit where it's like, come on, bro. You would have got shot the fuck up, man. Like, stop this. You're not Superman.
Thanks.
Movie after that, I got The Crow. Listen, that last 30 minutes, bro, cracked. But it did not save that movie. Oh, girl is a singer, an artist, and she should stay that way because she cannot fucking act. An acting coach can't even save her. An acting class and acting school can't
Are you
save
talking
her.
about FK Twigs?
Yeah, whatever fucking name is. Terrible. Stay out of acting and stick to music. And I feel bad for Bill Skarsgård. I think he tried, but everything else was terrible. And anytime you have well, what's his name? Houston. He was also a striker in the Wolverine Origins movie. Like anytime he plays a villain, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be a bad movie. Movie after that, I got Trap. Man, I will say I was entertained by the bullshit, but it was still a bad movie. This nigga was acting like Batman and Hitman and just I can't, bro. The logic in that movie is fucking stupid, and it was just very pointless by the time you got to the end of the movie. It was like, why? And the fact that people keep paying money to watch these M. Night Shyamalan bullshit ass movies, bro, you got to be ashamed of yourselves. Just go to Netflix at that point, damn it. Beverly Hills Cop didn't need to happen. I'm sorry, it was boring, predictable, and I was not entertained. I should have just turned this shit off. The Last Front, one of the worst World War One movies I've ever seen in my life.
You about to make Tyrek join?
He ought to join because I just saw a fucking pistol. Well, well, fucking rapid fire. I don't know what the hell was going on with that movie, bro. Just, they didn't even try, bro. One dude had a really bad wig. I don't know, bro. Just bad
Tyler
movie
Perry
overall.
movie?
I think Tyler Perry would have been better than that. That's how bad that shit looked.
Kurt Franklin, braid wig was pretty, lace front was pretty good.
Stop. Then we got the runner-up, Madam Web.
I forgot that came out.
I went there for the laugh just to see Kiki damn near walk out the theater 3 times. Like it was a good laugh. And that's about it. And there's Britney Spears. But other than that, Sony knows. Matter of fact, Sony doesn't know because the CEO said some dumbass shit. Talking about, I don't understand. The movie's not bad. It's bad. It's bad overall. In the first 10 minutes, you had dudes running around in monkey Spider-Man suits. I kid you not. It was the worst shit. It was so bad. I looked at Kiki and we both said the same thing. What the fuck was that, bruh? What is that? This is a sin for any comic book fans, any superhero fans, even casual fans would tell you, like, why? What are we doing here? And y'all hearing me say this, all for that bad movie. But you know what's the movie that's worse than that? That made it at the number 1?
I know.
The Front Room with fucking Brandy.
Ooh.
Holy shit, that and no pun intended, it's a shitty movie.
Bro, the old lady farted when she bent over, bro, and kept boo-booing on herself.
Not farted, she sharted.
That's right.
She was literally boo-booing on herself. What'd you say?
Boo-booed on herself, bro. I seen this in
I was in theaters, Redpeg.
Oh, that's tough.
I watched it in Telegram.
And again, I got a good laugh because my theater was also in tears, dying laughing. They came in there with the idea to laugh. And if you don't go in there for that, bro, you're gonna be highly upset because this movie was terrible. And it's also another thing that A24 has done, which they've done with another movie that I know is gonna be on one of y'all lists. Where A24 lies in their trailers are just they market their movies like it's something that it's not. And that was this movie for sure. Because there was no horror elements, there was weird imagery, but there was no actual sci-fi aspect to it at all. And it's just like, all right, just what are we doing here, bro? This shit just went straight to Hulu, straight to the streaming, because why? A straight up 2 out of 10 type movie. Yeah.
That's crazy that Brandy put that on her jacket.
Yeah, she should stay out of acting. That's how bad that movie was.
All right.
And that's my list.
Ooh.
Oh, am I going third?
Yeah, I'll
my
go
fifth
next.
Okay.
Okay, my top 10 worst movies for the year. No, starting with Tarek. then Immaculate, The Crow, In a Violent Nature, Sting, Never Let Go, Imaginary, Night Swim, Madam Web, and of course, The Front Room.
Fire. Alex?
Are we only doing worse right now? We gonna go through each one? Okay.
Nah, I mean we could talk about each movie. He just didn't do it.
Okay. My worst, and by the way, I just bought my ticket to see Nosferatu on New Year's Day again. My worst movies, and I have honorable mentions. Also, if y'all have a chance to, I also made a biggest disappointments of the year list. If y'all want to get that together, um, my worst list starts with Lift featuring Kevin Hart. One of the worst movies I've seen in years. Roadhouse. That movie was not that good. That was the one with Jake Gyllenhaal and Conor McGregor. Borderlands, another Kevin Hart shitfest. Tear-It. Oddity, BT, fuck you for making us watch that. The Crow, Megalopolis Roblox Town. That movie was fucking trash and the biggest like misconception of I've ever seen in a trailer. This is the first movie where the trailer literally only took up 15 minutes of the movie. I've never seen nothing like it. The Front Room, because the grandma kept shitting on herself. Afraid, AI, where the AI went rogue. Terrible movie.
Fire
Trap.
movie.
Trap is comically bad. My honorable mention, because Trap was just a promo for his daughter's music career. Honorable
Facts.
mentions. Honorable mentions would be Rebel Moon.
Rebel shit.
Fahrenheit 451. I didn't come out this year, but I watched it for the first time this year. Ass. Spaceman, a Netflix movie with Adam Sandler. I don't even think people watch that shit. It was just an ass movie, no need for it.
You said Adam Sandler.
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is on my honorable mentions for worst movies because I got nothing from this movie. It did not have to exist.
Facts.
And
Literally.
my last honorable mention for worst movies is Speak No Evil.
What?
Yeah. Yep.
Fire.
Yeah.
One time, you want me to go next or you go next?
Go ahead, rip it.
All right. Hold on. I think you should go. Wait, let me see. I put my list up right quick. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm pulling the Alex. This is so unprofessional.
Oh, I'll say an honorable mention, bro. Oh man.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Be very honest.
Wait, rip it. You not ready?
Yeah, I'm about to go. I'm let him do his own permission if you want to.
Nah, I'm not gonna say it.
Okay.
Why are you edging us?
All right, my bad, guys. My number 10 is the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Welfare.
Whoa.
Very
I
boring
respect
movie.
that.
Wasn't impressed by it. It's too satirical for me. Wasn't a big fan. Let's see. Ooh, this one gonna get y'all. My number 9, Monkey Man.
You bitch.
Bootleg John
A
Wick.
bad
Not
movie
impressed.
though?
Bootleg. One of my least favorite- I didn't say- I'm not- this is my least favorite movies of the year. I ain't say it's a bad movie.
No, you're right. My bad. You're right. Go ahead. Go off, Queen.
Yeah, thank you, boo. I didn't say that many bad movies this year, so I'm just my least favorite movies. Yeah, I just wasn't a big fan of that. Yeah. What else? Okay. A Quiet Day. My bad, Quiet One. A Quiet Place Day One. Really, the movie
You
didn't
said
need
a
to
quiet
exist.
day. I'm fucking dead. A quiet
Bro,
day.
this movie,
Quiet
they
Day.
didn't tell you nothing about the aliens, nigga. It was like remixed. I didn't like it. This movie didn't give me what I needed to know. What else? Loki, I'm not going in order right now.
Oh, you good? I didn't rank mine. I just
Yeah, I got my top 3, but I'm not going to order right now. What else? Kung Fu Panda 4, very, very extremely mid. animated movie. Not impressed by it.
Forgot that shit
You
even
can
came
skip
out this
this.
year.
Yeah. Animation was cool, but nah. The best part of that movie was the end credits.
Damn.
Let's see. Okay. The Joker 2. We've talked about this. We
Ooh.
all talked about this. Gorgeously shot trash. Yeah. What else? Okay, another one. Despicable Me 4. Shout out to Illumination, they low key keeping the animation world alive and popping, but Despicable Me 4 extremely mid considering the what the competition released this year. Wasn't impressed. I thought the Minions was better and more funny than this. The movie that Alex hated. Really good
Oh
movie, nigga.
God.
Um,
Y'all know that was, by the way, y'all know that was the last movie I walked out of was The Minions, the
it
one that
was.
Redpeg. Yes, that's the last movie I walked out of.
Okay, well, I walked out a movie you recommended, nigga. Okay.
Mega. You talking about Mega Roblox?
Yeah. What else? Okay, we get into my top four. Um, the Garfield movie. This movie
Damn,
did not
you
reach.
forgot this
Oh,
bullshit
that
came
was
out.
this year?
Yes, yes, nigga. The 2004 Garfield movie way better than this. Fire is live
I ain't gonna
action.
lie,
By the way.
Redpeg has seen some
No
bullshit this year.
way.
He naming movies I forgot came out.
Uh, yeah, this shit was kind of lame. Got Chris Pratt as Garfield. No, I don't need that again. Shame on them
Did
for
Mario
even.
come out this year? Oh, that was
Last
last
No,
year.
year.
that was last year. I could do without that. Before I get into my top three, I want to give an honorable mention to Moana 2, um, Beetlejuice, Long Legs, um, well, this is my disappointing list too. Long Legs, disappointing, not impressed. And Cuckoo, another one, disappointing.
Wow.
That was
Whoa,
actually
wait.
fire.
You said Long Legs on your most disappointed list?
Yes.
Yeah, it just didn't do it for me.
Red
Like
Peg
I,
list is
Let's talk
ass.
about
You
it.
are a raggedy hoe.
yeah.
Your list is
Okay, now
ass.
my top three worst movies of the year. Trap. we already had. we already we already talked about this. Fucking awful. Yeah, M Night Shyamalan his life.
Need to be dragged
This
from a
is
truck. Drove down the
yeah,
freeway.
this is bad. It was bad, nigga. The actual trap was sitting through the movie, nigga. Wasn't impressed. Got
Fire.
this. My number two. See, I'm juggling between my number one and number two, but I gotta give number two to Borderlands because it was ass, but I didn't walk out it. Um, yeah, that what more can we all say about how bad this movie was? It didn't need to exist. Randy Pickford, even he thanked the movie ass, right? I'm not mistaken. Even the CEO of 2K thanked the shit ass. Okay. So my number one worst movie of the year easily goes to Megalopolis, nigga. The
Wow.
worst piece of dog shit I've ever seen. I've never walked out a movie in my life until I seen this movie.
Wow.
Okay, nigga, this movie was shot like Young and the Restless, nigga. I thought Victor was
Yeah.
gonna show up,
It
nigga. I
definitely
was not
shot. It was shot
impressed.
like a CW movie for sure.
Exactly. And who directed? Let me see who directed this movie again. Nigga,
That'll be his
Francis
last.
Ford. Yeah, nigga, he's out. He's washed. He's fucking washed. He needs to give it up. I'm sad he wasted like $200 million of his own money on this.
He
Uh,
did what?
yeah, bro,
I did not know that.
he funded his movie himself and shot it himself, and you can tell.
That's why it looked like that.
You can tell this shit is ass. I also we need to have a conversation about
Yes.
my bad. We have to have a conversation about Adam Driver picking up these shitty roles.
Shit, we do it every week. Hell,
Um,
every movie he do, we just say
also,
this
your
nigga
boss for Breaking
agent
Bad.
need to be
I don't know why he
fired.
accepted this role. What's his name? Something Carlo, guy Carlo, something Mexican. You know what I'm talking about one time?
No.
Espedo, something.
Oh, I know.
Giancarlo
Nigga
Esposito.
Yeah,
nigga
yeah,
said
yeah,
El
yeah, yeah,
Speedo.
yeah. Esposito, yeah,
El
him. Yeah, I don't
Speedo
know
is
why he took
crazy.
bro. This movie have a lot of big names in it, nigga, and they all should be ashamed of themselves for not telling him this shit is ass. So, yeah, man, I'm excited to hear Wonton top 10 because he didn't see that many movies this year.
Red Peg, I saw
Mm,
more movies than you.
How many movies you seen this year?
40.
damn.
Okay, you got me by 3.
Yeah, exactly. Hold it down.
It's gonna be, you probably got some Netflix movies on there, bitch. I got one.
I only got one Netflix movie, and it's the biggest Netflix
Okay.
movie of all time.
What?
Carry On.
Oh, please. Oh, so you didn't put Hitman on there.
Oh, I did. I forgot that's a Netflix movie. So 2 Netflix movies.
You probably
Wait, what do
gotta
you mean
put
Carry
Hitman
On's
on
the biggest Netflix movie? Did it break some records?
Well, I don't know if it's
Apparently
the
it
biggest
did.
of all time, but they are saying it's like the biggest, one of the biggest movies on
I'm
there.
surprised it ain't Bird Box or some shit.
That was so long
that-
ago though. Netflix
Carry
is
On,
almost
Carry On
retired
went
now.
viral. It got like some viral shit behind it.
I didn't even see nothing. I haven't seen any viral tweets about it. I'm about to watch it.
Me neither.
All right, bet. So let me just run through these. I ain't gonna spend too much time like Redpeg. You know, he was holding us up.
Nigga, please. Alex and Saint took long too, bitch.
No, what? I
Ain't take
ran
that
through my
long.
list.
bottom 10. Now, before I say this, keep in mind, just because it's in my bottom 10 don't mean I hated the movie. It's just, it didn't make the cut. It's in the bottom 10. So I'm saying that to say the first one, and I'm going from top to bottom. So basically the last movie, the last movie that I name is going to be my absolute most disliked movie. So I'm saving that one for last. That being said, I'm starting to list off with Cuckoo. Now, let me just say this real quick.
Damn.
Hey,
Alex liked the
like me.
movie. I think Mafia liked the movie. The reason
Yes,
Cuckoo
sir.
made my bottom 10 is simply for the fact that I did not enjoy the narrative. I did not really enjoy the story in this film. I also was kind of frustrated with some of the imagery and things that I personally felt wasn't fully explained the way that I would have liked it to be explained, at least. And also, the movie was not particularly scary. I know Alex loves that scene of the old lady chasing her on the bike. Cool scene, but they showed it in the trailer. So when I saw it in the movie, it didn't really have an effect on me. I'd already seen it. So yeah, it's I don't know. It's not a bad movie, but it wasn't anything special to me either. So unfortunately, because of
So it's on the worst list or most disappointing?
I don't have a most disappointed.
It's most
I'll put it into context for you, because I'm going off of my letterbox based on how they're ranked on my letterbox. This movie got a 2 out of 5 stars for me.
Damn.
I gave it 2 stars.
Which is a 4 out of 10 month, huh?
Yeah, so
Y'all really hurt my feelings.
that's why it's there.
Facts.
The next movie, Trap, M. Night Shyamalan's Trap. Again, another movie that's really not bad, but it wasn't that good to me personally.
No, that's bad.
Most of the best parts of the movie are, to me, at the end when he kind of goes full on like bad guy, without spoiling. But majority of that movie is just full of nonsense, unrealistic bullshit that never happens. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's one of those things where it points out, like, when it comes to M. Night Shyamalan, modern M. Night Shyamalan, you either love him or you hate him. And I'm just not on his wave with the type of movies that he makes nowadays. Next movie. Another movie that a lot of people liked, at least on social media. I've been seeing people say this is one of their favorites of the year. Late Night with the Devil. I didn't think it was that good. It has some cool aspects to it. David Dasmalchian, who plays the late night host, the main guy, he's a great actor. He did good in this movie, but if I'm being honest, the movie was just fucking goofy. There was something there, I think, but they didn't have the right budget or people behind it to really make this movie what it could have been, in my opinion. So that's why I didn't enjoy it as much. It was just kind of a silly movie. So yeah, that's there. The Crow. The Crow is a dog shit movie. The acting is terrible. The script is terrible. The story is terrible. The only saving grace for this movie, and the reason why it's not in my bottom 3, is because of the action scenes. The action scenes are actually cool as fuck. The dude is literally like a emo Deadpool. If you know, you know. That's literally the only reason why this movie was even remotely enjoyable, was for the action scenes. Everything outside of that is fucking terrible. The acting is atrocious. even from my guy Bill Skarsgård. Absolutely bad. Line delivery sucks. It's like they pull people off the street the way the performances are, which is crazy because the people in this movie have been in money movies before. But yeah, you wouldn't know. Keep it going. Fall Guy. A lot of people like this movie.
What?
I did not like this movie, and
What?
I can't even necessarily say
Oh,
That's crazy.
I can't even necessarily say that it's bad because of like, story or acting reasons. It just was completely uninteresting to me. It did not grab my attention at all. It was I fell asleep. I was on my phone. Like I just couldn't focus on this movie. Nothing about this movie pulled me in or interested me. It was just very silly and over the top, and I didn't really care. I didn't care about this movie. That's the only reason it's in my bottom. Outside of that, I can't judge this movie. I can't say that it was, bad writing or not. It was just a cheesy movie. Didn't really pull my attention. This movie probably would have done well on Netflix. Put it that way.
Why you stealing my quote?
Wani, you know it's another reason, brother.
Why?
What's the
We
reason?
need to have this conversation. Aaron Taylor Johnson, bruh. That nigga's just not it. I'm sorry.
Oh, he was in this. I forgot. It's him and Ryan Gosling. Yeah.
Who is Aaron Taylor Johnston?
He's the guy that was in Nosferatu. He played Thomas's best friend, the guy that he was staying with.
Oh wait, y'all don't fuck with him. Wasn't he Craven?
He was Craven.
Oh,
I
that
fuck with
nigga
him.
down.
Shit, not it.
I like him. I mean, he was in Kick Ass too. I like him. It depends. He was in Bullet Train. I mean, it just depends what he's in. I like him.
Oh, he was in Bullet Train. I know he looks familiar.
But yeah, keeping it going. Roadhouse. This movie launched on Amazon Prime at the beginning of this year. It was supposed to be in theaters, but Amazon decided against it. They made the right decision. This movie is ass. Jake Gyllenhaal, props to him. He put a lot of work in to get his body and shit right for this movie. Conor McGregor is in it. This is before the sex assault scandal, so he was in the movie. The movie's ass. Definitely deserved to be on streaming. The only reason it's not again at the bottom is because the fight scenes. They were actually entertaining. He's beating people's asses. He has many fights with Conor McGregor in the movie. When it comes to action, cool. Everything else, ass. Keeping it going. Venom: The Last Dance. Not a fan of any of the Venom movies. The best one is the first one, and even that one is mid to me. Very mid. The second one was ass. This one is even more ass. Just didn't need to be made, to my opinion. It was a cash grab because Venom is successful, so they had to make a third one. This one was not good at all to me. I don't like the whole goofy Venom. Eddie, let's eat people. That shit is stupid and corny as hell. I don't
need candy.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. And Ty Rex says, "Well, that's how Venom is in the comics." I don't fucking care. And there's a reason. And there's a reason those comics don't fucking sell. Nobody wants to see that shit. We want to see murderous Venom who wants to kill Peter Parker. If it ain't that Venom, I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it. Sorry, don't care. Don't give a fuck. I don't want to see Venom being a good guy. Who wants to fucking see that? I don't. I'm not the guy that wants to see that. If you guys do, salute. I'm not that guy. If they make another Venom and he's not fighting Peter Parker, I will not be in attendance. Keeping it going. Oddity. This movie was hyped up and recommended by our fellow movie guy, Buck BT, friend of the show, horror guy. He loved this film. I did not. Boring as fuck. Not scary at all. Creepy ass fucking wooden sex toy. The movie was not good. It was boring as shit. It has like one or two creepy moments the entire movie. Outside of that, fucking snooze fest. Keeping it going. What's the name of this fucking movie? Oh, In a Violent Nature. This is the movie that they hyped up beginning of the year. Oh, it's a horror movie from the perspective of a killer. It's never been done before. We're gonna follow the killer the whole movie. The reason why it's never been done before is because it's boring as fuck. The nigga is walking through the forest. He's walking through the forest for an hour and 30 minutes with no soundtrack, no music, just the sound of his slow, heavy-ass feet crunching leaves. It's boring as shit. And then
I actually wanted to go watch this. I never seen
Alex's ass. And then on top of that, they don't even stick to their own rule. We're going to follow behind the killer the whole movie. They don't. There's plenty of times in the movie where they show you the perspective of the quote unquote camp counselors, the teenagers in the film, where they're focused on them. The killer's not even in the fucking shot. They do that multiple times, so they don't follow their own rules. And on top of that, when they do, it's even more. It's still boring. Like no part of this movie is exciting. There's maybe two, really to me only one, but at maximum two good or cool kill scenes in the movie. Outside of that, just this shit is boring. Mid as fuck. It's my second worst movie of the year, with the first, the top, the bottom, whatever you want to say. My absolute worst movie
I
of
already know what it is.
2024, Megalopolis. The reason
Yes.
for
Wow.
Megalopolis being my worst is simply for the fact that it's an unwatchable film. The movie is
Thanks.
unwatchable. I walked out of it. It's full of nonsense. This movie, this
Redpeg,
is
shut your bitch ass up, nigga. I didn't recommend this shit. I just said I'm excited for it. Nigga, you laughing because you think that I'm hurt. Like, nigga, I didn't like the movie either.
this is the kind of movie where if it would have been a stage play, it might have been better received, because people, for whatever reason, you're allowed to do weird shit on stage plays and get away with it. When it comes to movies, this shit was just, to me, nonsense. It was
Well, this is Young and the Restless on
it
screen.
was like weird to be weird. The only reason he even got some of the actors in this movie is because of his name. The nigga did Godfather. He's supposed to be this, historic director. I just personally, if I'm one of those actors, I would have read the script and said, "Get this shit away from me." There's no fuck. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care,
First, I would have took a shit on it, and then I would have given it back.
bro. I don't give a fuck if I'm an actor and you tell me Jesus came back. He brought a script. If this is the script you get from Jesus Christ, send me to hell. I am not acting in the movie. This shit is ass. Megalopolis is ass. That's my.
This Jesus guy.
You know, it's funny. One time they trying to say retrospect. In retrospect, people gonna look back and say this movie is a masterpiece.
Yeah,
They are
Bro,
retarded.
who was that? Was that like the dude on Twitter that kept saying, "I ain't gonna forget when y'all called the basketball player"? Like, remember that nigga kept trying to make that shit a thing? Who
the
really
thi-
said that? I haven't seen that narrative anywhere saying this is a masterpiece. I've never seen that
Alex.
tweet ever.
This was crazy. I've seen it, but the thing about it is when you see it, because when I saw it on Twitter, you instantly know the type of people they are. These are the
Yeah.
fucking Twitter film bros who want to seem like they're smarter than they really are, and they
Fam,
want to
this gotta
be.
like they gotta be trolling, bro.
No, it's the whole contrarianism thing. It's like what Tick does. Oh, you guys shit on the movie? Well, you just don't understand it. It's actually very good, and it's cinema. It's faster. It's that. That's what it is. Nope, it's not. It's not a good movie. But yeah, that's it for my bottom 10. Now we can do our top 10. One thing I'm gonna say, fellas, let's keep it short, man. We don't want to go too deep. We already did our reviews on the movies when we reviewed them originally. Let's just do a little quick synopsis on why you like the movie and keep it going. That being said, who wants to go first with their top 10 of the year? And and wait, and obviously save your favorite movie for last. But who wants to go?
Let me go first real quick.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay. My best movies are Heretic, Unfrosted, and keep in mind a lot of these movies are on my best list because of the acting jobs done by one or two characters. So Heretic, Unfrosted, Furiosa, Terrifier 3, Strange Darling, Long Legs, Cuckoo, Dune Part 2, Nosferatu, and I think my movie of the year is gonna be The Substance. And
Not mad at that. Not mad at that.
Whoa.
I am.
It was a toss up. I still that's why. So when I go see Nosferatu again on Wednesday, it might take the number one spot. But
Oh my god.
currently, right now, The Substance is probably the movie that made me go, "What the fuck? This is a joy to see." Honorable mentions for the best movies of the year: Society of the Snow. That was a Netflix movie. I saw the TV Glow. The soundtrack in that movie was fucking phenomenal. Kinds of Kindness. It was a weird ass movie, and I like that they still are making shit like that for the big screen. The Fall Guy. It was a funny movie that I had very low expectations for, but I did enjoy it. And Saturday Night Live.
Oh.
You know,
Fine.
Down.
did you say Dune too? Did you say that?
Yeah,
in the top?
that's in my top. That's in my top.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see now.
Not a bad list. Not a bad list.
Who's next?
Full list.
I'll go.
Go.
All right. Sound of Hope, The Story of Possum Trot, Civil War, Late Night with the Devil, Sonic 3, Honora, Bad Boys, Ride or Die, Abigail, Strange Darling, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2, and my number one is Deadpool and Wolverine.
Fire.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, I
Real
keep forgetting
quick,
the movie.
Redpeg, I saw 41 films. I forgot to add Sonic 3 to my list. I forgot.
Oh
Mm.
Lord.
What do you have the least? Who has the least? Watch.
How many movies you got, Saint?
50.
50?
Yeah.
Like
97 Until Tomorrow.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Alex, how about you?
How many movies did I see this year?
Yeah.
It's not exact. I only counted the movies that I watched for the first time this year, so 60. 60 films.
How many times you went to the theater, nigga?
6? No. Some of these are Netflix movies. I'd probably take away 5 of these. Went to the theaters like 55 times. But like I said, I watch movies all year. I only add the shit I saw for the first time. So stuff like Uptown Saturday Night, that shit came out in the 80s, but I saw it for the first time this year. So, but yeah. Oh wait, did I see Mafia Squad? Probably saw the most movies this year.
Yeah, he
Yep.
did. He said 90. He almost seen 100 movies.
He's seen what?
'I've
90 movies?
seen
97.
97 Until Tomorrow.
I know
Yeah.
your ass funky, nigga. Have you showered?
Now
Yes,
we
I
gotta have a
Hey,
conversation with Mafia after the show.
credit card, swipe your asshole right now and tell me how much sludge come out. Cause goddamn,
We gotta have a
boy.
convo. We gotta have a convo, Mafia. We gotta have a convo. All right, who going next with they top?
I'll go next. All right. At number 10, Love Lies Bleeding. Number 9, Bad Boys Ride or Die. Number 8, this might be a shocker, Kinds of Kindness.
Okay.
It's just a crazy concept, and it just grew on me. I got Strange Darling at number 7. Number 6, Conclave, which I just pre-ordered the 4K for that one. Dee Dee at number 5. Number 4, The Bike Riders, still 10 out of 10. Challengers at number 3.
Fuck me.
And number 2, I hate to say it, Deadpool and Wolverine. Because
Right.
number 1 is Dune Part 2.
Yes, sir. We know it.
Greatness.
What's funny, Redpeg? What's funny?
Yeah, wait. Say your list, buddy.
Nothing.
Say your list, buddy.
Oh, me? Okay. My number 10. You guys are gonna be mad at me. Mufasa.
All right, bro. All
I'm
right.
joking.
All
Okay,
right.
I
Wrap
just
this
want to see
shit
what y'all
up.
gonna say. I just want to see what y'all gonna say. I just want to see my it is in my honorable mentions, but my number 10. My number 10 is Bad Boys Ride or Die. This movie shocked me. I didn't think it was gonna be good. I thought it was funny. I thought it was good.
Bad Boys. You said Bad Boys for Life with them when they said it on screen.
No, nigga, bro, the last movie was ass, but this one pretty good. Pretty good. What else? Sonic 3. Really good movie. The ending, like, hey, Alex, you should go see this movie. You like Dragon?
Oh god.
Hey, go watch it. The end of ball. I'm actually going to see it Monday with my little brother.
Facts.
With your little yeah.
Brother. Okay. Wait. Okay, my number 8, Transformers 1. Fire movie. Fire movie. I wish Tick would have seen this shit. This movie is fire. One of the best. This is the best Transformer movie since 2007, nigga. You just like that. Fire. Next on my list is Challengers. Really good movie. Zendaya, watching her be freaky was nice. Easy on the eyes. She's very easy on the eyes. This movie, very well shot. The tennis ball and shit is fire. Alice will love this movie. He's just being fucking ignorant.
Yeah, he would like
That's
that.
That's his black
I'll be
side
that.
coming out.
I'll be that. You
Okay.
watched a male female threesome and said it was cinema of the year.
Okay.
So
Okay, buddy. Hold it down.
They didn't have a threesome.
Right.
she
Okay,
made them
my
fuck
next-
each other.
No.
My next is gonna.
That didn't happen either.
They just kissed. They just kissed each other.
Don't even spoil it. Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
You
can
guys
watch it.
bullshit. I ain't
It's-
watching that dumb shit.
You should watch it. It's hot, Alex.
You
might
and
get
Zendaya
something.
gotta stop.
Alex,
beefing.
I'll
God.
give you. I'll buy you a game next year if you watch the movie.
Oh hell
No,
You
it's
can-
already cool. I already ordered
If you
the
think this
movie
pussy
for
can
him.
be bought, I'm good.
It's on the
Hold
way,
on, see
brother.
my
I
Secret
forgot.
Santa? Do not buy that shit for me.
I've already ordered it for you, brother. It's on the
Do
way.
not send that shit to me.
And we got your
I-
address.
Bro, I will legit take a live video of me putting that in my toilet and peeing on it.
Alex,
And put it on Twitter.
I will buy
disrespectful.
you a game for each. If you watch Civil War
And I'm
and
not watching
Challengers,
Silver. I knew you was
if
gonna
you
say
watch Civil War and Challengers, I will buy you 2 games.
And also,
Oh my
speaking of Civil War, that's next on my list. Civil War, my number 6 slot. Fire movie. I hate
You
that
only
niggas
on
hate
6?
on this
Hurry up,
movie.
nigga.
Yeah, nigga, I'm just nigga. You're not rushing my list, nigga. The fuck.
God damn.
I love this movie, man. I hate that niggas hated on this movie. Fire. Okay, me in top 5 now. Number 5, Deadpool and Wolverine. Great movie. Best Marvel movie since Endgame. No, since Spider-Man. Yeah. My number 4, Twisters. This movie.
Damn, I forgot about this.
This movie is fire. This
Stop.
movie is so fire. I low key fucked up on my rankings with this, but I'm gonna stick to it for one time's sake. Because this movie is better than one movie on my list. But I'm
You
gonna just keep it.
stupid.
I'm gonna just keep it. My number 3, Dune 2.
Dune.
Very, very good movie. I low key enjoyed Twist. I should switch them, but I'm not. Good movie. A little long. Shout out to what's his name one time? Your
Timothy.
boyfriend, Timothy. Yeah, shout out to him. He's Hollywood royalty.
Yeah, he's cute.
Yeah, he is a little bit per. Okay. My next one, Inside Out 2. Pixar comeback
Oh
story.
my god, I should put that
Pixar
on my
comeback
worst
story.
list.
Very emotional. This movie helped diagnose Wonton and Alex for their
Oh god.
crushing
Oh my.
anxiety and their
Is that where
emotions.
you got this shit from? Because you got the
and-
definition of depression and anxiety.
And Alex, you seen the sad emotion? You one time we went through that this year. You know,
Oh my god.
we went through that this year. I would love to see a movie Inside Out of us, like especially one time this year going through one time. Anxiety would be tearing shit up in that body, boy. Boy, anxiety. That's one of his
Crippling
top emotions.
Wonton has never exuded any crippling anxiety. That's
Bro,
what's killing
Bro,
me.
I'm telling you, depression and anxiety been going big in one time. He don't play no games. This nigga, he depressed and like, you know.
That's like y'all just looking at me like y'all know, right? I've never been suicidal. Like you just throwing shit on him.
Yes, sir. Okay. And for my number 1 movie, The Wild Robot, man. Fire movie. I hope it win an Oscar. I hope it go wild in the Oscars, man. This movie made me cry. This probably the first movie. This made me cry. It's been a rough year, man. It made me cry. If you're a parent, you know you have some pets or some shit. Wonton, Alex, Mafia Quad, Delayed Saint. Y'all should all go see this movie.
Bye. Who hasn't gone yet? Is it
Saint
just me?
and you.
No, I
Saint
already
did-
went.
Your top
Okay,
10?
so then it's
Yeah.
just me. All right. Hold on. Let me pull up my list. Real quick, honorable mention for my worst films. This is probably if I was doing a most disappointing films. Actually, I'll do 2 most disappointing before I do my top 10. I'll just keep it to 2. Kingdom of the Planet Apes. The movie was boring as shit.
I'm not mad at it.
The new cast or the new group they have none of the sauce or aura. It's similar to Gladiator. That's issue I have with Gladiator 2. None of the aura or sauce or any of the interesting qualities that made the previous Apes trilogy what it was. What they be saying? Sauceless, no aura, boring as fuck. Yeah, I'm not fucking with the new ape shit. Maybe the next one will be better. I'm not fucking with this new ape shit. And then Alien Romulus. We had a discussion with Larry when we did our review. I was highly, highly, highly anticipating Alien Romulus as a big Alien fan of the films, fan of the games. This movie disappointed me. He literally turned Alien Romulus into an MCU movie. It's full of fucking callbacks and cameos and references every 3 seconds. Hey guys, remember this from that alien? Well, what about this from that alien? Hey guys, look, let's zoom in on her shoes. Look, guys, she's wearing the same shoes as Ripley from the first Alien. Whoa! Like every 3 seconds, I don't need that shit. Do it subtly, do it naturally. The nigga brought back a dead actor just for a fucking cameo. That shit was unnecessary as fuck. I did not like it at all. The movie has redeemable qualities with the action and things, so it's not a bad movie, but it was definitely disappointing. That being said, let me do my top 10 of the year. Starting with number 10, Deadpool and Wolverine. Great movie. This movie saved the MCU. Hopefully we can keep it going with the next releases coming out next year. We will see. Number 9, Love Lies Bleeding. This movie caught me off guard. I had a feeling that I might like it based off the trailer, but when I watched this movie in the theater, I fucked with it a lot. This was just a very, very fire movie to me. It had an interesting story. It was told in an interesting way with different concepts. I won't say too much. The movie is on HBO Max if you haven't seen it, called Love Lies Bleeding. Somewhat of an action movie, somewhat of a love story. Very good movie. I enjoyed it a lot. Number 8, Strange Darling. Again, this movie caught me off guard. I went in blind. This is one of my favorite movies of the year, as you can see, number 8. It's billed as a horror, but it's not really. It's more of a thriller. But the thing about this movie that makes it so great, it's told out of order. So when you start the movie, it's not told from the beginning of the story. It kind of puts you in the middle and then jumps around, and you have to put the pieces together at the end. That to me is what made the movie so special. If they would have told it in order, it wouldn't have been as interesting. But this is a great movie. Definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. Number 7, Nosferatu. We just did the review. Love the film. Number 7. Number 6, Longlegs. Longlegs, they hyped it up this year as like being the most terrifying, scary movie ever. It wasn't that, but it was still special. Great performance from Nicolas Cage. I liked the story. I liked the imagery. Again, great movie. Another example of the great year that we've had in horror. I liked it just a bit more than Nosferatu, so that's why it's at number 6. Number 5, my favorite horror movie of the year, Maxine. I liked X, but I'm not a huge fan of X like how E-Rock is. E-Rock loves that movie. I didn't see Pearl, which is the sequel, but I saw Maxine, which is the third film. Technically, Pearl is a prequel, technically, but it came out after X. Maxine, though, I like it way more than X. What's her name? Mia Goth. She killed it in this movie. This movie was just, I don't know, visually it's fucking fire. The story was good to me. The kills that they put in this movie are really cool. Yeah, I don't know. This movie is just very cool. It's cool as fuck to me. Maxine was cool as fuck. I liked it a lot. That's number 5. Were you gonna say something, Mafia?
No, I was gonna say skip Pearl.
Okay. Yeah, I've been hearing that. So now we in top 5. Number 4, Civil War. Civil War is a movie that got it got looked at unfairly because of the trailer. The trailer kind of portrayed it to be something that it's not. It's not a war movie in the sense that you would think where it's like constant gunfights and everything like that. The movie actually takes place from the perspective of journalists. These are journalists who are capturing the war, and it tells their story. Something that I don't think we've seen much of, and at least not told in this way. So that's why I enjoyed it so much. The movie also
Whoa.
kind of what?
Not to interrupt. You just made me think about that. Did that movie come out where it was a woman photographer in like World War II? Did that come out yet?
It did.
Yeah, it did.
It came out. It actually came out after Civil War. It came out a couple months ago. Okay. It's called Lee.
My bad. Continue.
But yeah, this movie is also kind of, what's the word? It kind of hit close to home in the sense of this. before the election, it seemed like a very real possibility, and who knows what could happen down the line. But it's about America that something happens that essentially divides us as a country, and so people choose and pick sides, and there's a literal civil war. But you're not. The movie doesn't take place from the aspect of like a soldier. Again, it's showing you from the perspective of the journalists who have to go into the war. Um, so it's a little bit of a different take on it, and that's what I liked about it. The imagery is beautiful, it was shot beautifully. There's some like really, really powerful scenes in the movie that kind of uh, showcase a lot of good performances. So yeah, I've said enough. Great fucking movie. If you haven't seen it, you gotta watch it. Number 3. Before I say this name of this movie, I'm gonna just say this. We've talked about it a lot. You've probably seen it a lot on social media. I'm gonna just say this. The reason why people keep talking about this movie is because it's genuinely fucking good. Beautifully shot, um, amazing soundtrack, one of the best soundtracks of the year. Um, it takes a topic that most people probably wouldn't give a fuck about and actually makes it interesting. And what I'm talking about is challengers.
Oh, fire.
Bro,
Oh my
Alex,
god.
let me just say this, Alex, again.
I'm about to mute.
Let me just say, the reason you keep hearing about this movie is because it's genuinely good. This is not hyperbole. We're not blowing smoke. This is a genuinely good movie. And again, let's be real. Who the fuck in here watches tennis? I don't. But it takes a topic like tennis and actually makes it into an interesting narrative. An actually interesting and entertaining movie. Great fucking movie. And it's made by one of my favorite directors. Luca Guadagnino, who also did Bones and all that some of you hate. But anyway. 2 more. I'm sure you guys can guess my top movie. But I don't know if you guys can guess my second. Number two is a film that again caught me off guard because I went in blind. I went in with as much or as little information as possible. Not on purpose, just because I didn't do any research. And I ended up loving the movie. This is the best horror movie of 2024, The Substance.
Oh my god.
Number 2 on my list. Great fucking movie. Great story. Great performances from the actors that are in it. It's not your typical horror and slashers, people getting killed. It's a body horror movie, but it's still a horror in that sense. And it is the best horror movie of 2024, but without a doubt. Now, granted, you could have debate, but in my opinion, it's at least top 3 when it comes to horror in 2024. Great fucking movie. I love The Substance. And I love that I went in blind. That's, to me, with movies like this, it's best to do that. You go in with no expectations, and then you come out, great. And then obviously, last but not least, number 1. What do you guys think my number 1 movie of the year is?
Twisters.
For real.
Wait,
Nigga, Dune Part 2.
Was Twisters not in your top in your honorable mentions?
Well, Redpeg, let's find out.
You're fucking stupid. I can't believe y'all even questioned it.
Dune Part 2.
I was joking. Everybody knew it was
Dune Part 2 is the best film of 2024, without a doubt. There is not a single film that came close to dethroning Dune 2 from its position as the best film of the year. No, it is without a doubt, unbiased opinion, fact.
That's not Alice movie of the year.
Again, this is a fact. I'm speaking facts at this point. No more opinions. This is a fact.
It's not winning Best Picture.
Again, the Oscars are based on opinion. They vote. This is a fact. Dune 2 is the best film of 2024. A masterpiece in storytelling and sci-fi. Masterpiece in performance. Timothée Chalamet gives one of the best performances from an actor of his age in the last 10, 15 years. You can't name another actor at his 28, 27 years of age. He filmed it at 27. Find me another 27-year-old, maybe a 27-year-old Leo DiCaprio. But again, this guy is the real deal. he's the real deal, bro. He is the
Okay, okay.
next.
One time.
You stuck in that
Genuine
Timothy
question.
Chalamet, blah 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 blah.
Genuine question. You get stuck in a room with Leonardo DiCaprio and Timothy Chalamet. What you doing? 7 minutes in heaven. Who you kissing for?
Well, I'm gonna just sit back in the corner and watch them do what they do together.
And you
Um,
gonna beat off.
No,
oh,
that's
hey,
crazy.
I'm gonna do something. But yeah. Enough said. Dune 2, film of the year, unbeatable. Can't wait for the sequel, Dune Messiah, 2026. We will be seated for cinema.
more money than it.
We will be seated for cinema. Honorable
They
mentions.
set out 2 made more money and it's better.
Honorable no, it's not. Honorable mentions. Redpeg, you mentioned Twisters. Twisters was number 11. Didn't quite make my top 10, but it was right there. Twisters was another great film that, again, it was unexpected. I saw the original Twister, considered a classic, never was really that great to me. It's a good movie, but not great. Twisters, I don't know what to say. Great fucking movie. Visually, unexpected smash hit. This was a good movie. Twisters is a good movie. Another honorable mention, The First Omen. In a great year of horror films, this is one of my favorite horrors of the year. The First Omen. I just loved the imagery. I loved when she's having her little visions and she's seeing shit. I thought those were all done beautifully. Had a very interesting story to me. And yeah, I don't know. This is one of my favorite horrors of the year, The First Omen. Do I have any other honorable mentions? No, that's about it. So that's my top 10 of the year. Now, did we all go? Did we all give our top 10?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't
Any?
give my
Oh yeah, go ahead, Alex. You got
I,
another.
I didn't give my big. I just had a biggest disappointments list.
Go ahead.
Godzilla and Kong, Watchers, Bike Riders, The Platform 2, Gladiator 2, and The First Omen.
The Gladiator 2 wasn't.
You know what's crazy, Alex?
It wasn't bad. I was just disappointed.
Disappointing.
Godzilla did come out this year. I didn't add it to my list.
Mm.
It wouldn't have been on top or bottom 10, but
Yeah, that was a disappointment.
so
I
the
really wanted to see Kong go
Redpeg,
crazy.
42 movies, but
Oh, brother.
They made
forgot
Kong
to add
like
it.
a fucking bitch, bro.
I actually watch good movies. Also, guys, before we go, y'all want to see your top 5 most anticipated movies for next year?
I don't even know any movies coming out next year.
Well, I don't know
Facts.
now because shit getting
Mickey
delayed.
17.
There's Superman. That's the only thing I can think
Mine
of
is
off the top of my head.
Superman.
Mine is Pixar next movie, Elo.
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four.
Oh, you already know my Captain
Wait, that
America,
come out next
baby.
year? Yeah.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
it
Captain
does.
America.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Godzilla was ass. That's a 2 out of 10. That's a 2 out of 5. 2 stars. Ass.
Thank you. Fucking dog.
Yeah, no,
shit movie.
that's now that I'm thinking about it, it actually would have been in my bottom 10. So we could say that Godzilla and Kong. Yep, throw that in there. Ass.
Yeah, dog shit.
Did not like it at all. And it put me to bed.
Facts.
Okay, so out of all the movies we named, y'all want to discuss or debate anything?
I wanna. This is the year of animation movies. So many good animated movies came out this year. Also one of my biggest disappointments that everybody was digging Flow. Yeah. But it's a big year
What
for animated
movie?
movies. Flow. Animated movie.
Hello?
Getting Oscar buzz. But yeah, big year for animated movies. Animated movies ran the fucking world this year, nigga. Let's go for our animated movie guys. It ran the box office this year. I think most of the top grossing movies are animated movies. Despicable Me 4, Inside Out 2 and Moana. Hey man, big year for animated movies. It's making a comeback. We are in an animation renaissance, nigga. Shout out to all the artists out there for putting in good work. I can't wait to see what they come out with next year.
Yeah, I don't have any comments on the movie. I feel like we've sliced and diced this movie all year long. I'm excited to see for folks that comment, man. Let us know who had the most egregious movie on whatever list, whether it be they most disappointed, top, best. The fact that I heard Inside Out 2 tonight makes me want to fucking throw up. So I will be leaving a comment about that piece of shit. But yeah, let us know. Let us know what made y'all go. These niggas stupid. You know, I want to know.
And you
Yes,
lucky,
sir.
Alex. Challengers is sold out on Blu-ray copy. So yeah.
Bro, I really don't want you to spend $40 to see a live video of me wiping my bunda with that fucking case. I'm
You was
not
gonna
watching that
really
shit.
ludicrous that shit, bro.
I don't even own a DVD player. Like, there's no way I
Man,
can
You
just
have a
watch
you
that
have a
shit.
PS5, brother.
No,
The
Yeah.
PS5 Pro doesn't have a disc drive.
You can buy one, brother.
Oh, you lucky
I'm not
bitch.
buying a
I-
disc drive to
I
watch
can get you a
Challenger.
disc drive, brother. That's not a problem.
I'm telling
You
you,
got the
please
GameStop
go
Pro
donate to
membership.
charity or buy your mom some flowers. Not
Alex,
buy it.
matter of fact, I will send you the digital code. You forget, we got Deontay. He got it on digital, brother. Don't worry.
Bro, I'll put that movie on a flash drive and then take a video of me putting it in the toilet and flushing it. I'm not watching that shit. I will
Matter of
disrespect
fact,
the
you
movie
got
in
you
every
got
chance.
Amazon Prime too.
Let me ask you a question, Alex. Let me ask you a question.
Because y'all give Zendaya like,
I don't really
Alex,
care about her.
Alex,
to be honest.
exactly. You don't have
you
to think
fucking
about her.
love her.
She's not the main star of the movie. You watch Dune and she's in it.
I don't care. I don't care for her in Dune.
Okay, but that's my point. You don't have to care for her and still watch Challenger. She's not the main actress.
Is Timothy Chalamet in Challengers?
No, but there's
Yes.
other good
No.
actors.
All right. Second question: is Challengers a fucking epic?
Yeah, it is
Yes.
actually.
It's an epic. Do y'all understand what an epic is?
It takes
The
you on an
tennis balls was
adventure.
so epic, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Third question, because y'all being dense. Does Challengers have a giant Alaskan bullworm?
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Ah,
GoPro
you
cam.
funny. You
It
are
does.
funny.
Wow. Nigga called this nigga dick a bull.
Listen,
Y'all
brother.
got it.
I
Is
just
there
don't
any dick
listen.
in this movie?
If you
That's
have
why y'all like it.
if you have enough people recommending you a product,
You
wouldn't
just
you
finished
want to
watching
try it out?
Nosferatu.
Yeah, like
And I
That's
saw
like dick in it.
that nigga blue nerd's rope hanging down when he jumped out the casket. I'm about to go see it again. And I'm gonna take a picture of it because I know what part it popped out at.
Okay.
Hey man. Well,
what the fuck is wrong with you?
appreciate y'all tuning in. Episode 50 of the movie, guys. This was our end of the year stream. If you missed the reviews, go back and check them out. Go back and check out our top 10 of the year and our bottom 10 of the year. Real quick before we get out of here, I just remembered Tyrek couldn't make the show. Obviously, you guys know
Oh,
he
you gotta
hasn't
read his
been
list
here.
out. Yep.
He sent us his list. Let me read his list real quick and
Oh,
then we can do the
yes.
outro.
He hunching tonight.
It's Transformers. Fuck tick.
All right, let me start with his bottom list. Hold on. All right, so Tyrek has The Watchers, Joker 2, Godzilla and Kong, Furiosa, Heretic, Gladiator 2, Trap, Blink Twice, and A Quiet Place Day 1. Those are his
This-
bottom 10.
Damn, he put Heretic in his bottom 10? God
Yeah, he wasn't
damn.
fucking with it. Tyrek's top 10, starting from number 10. Smile 2, Bad Boys,
Yes, sir.
Deadpool and Wolverine, Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim, Long Legs, Civil War at number 5, The First Omen at number 4, Transformers 1 at number 3, Nosferatu at number 2, and number 1, Dune 2, of course.
This is our last episode of the year?
Yes, sir.
Damn, I wanted to hear Tyrek's thoughts on Nosferatu. Okay.
We'll get him to speak on it the beginning of the next show. And then we can do a spoiler talk then as well, because it'll be some time in between. But yeah, that's it for the show, man. Do y'all have any last thoughts for the outros?
No, sir.
Wait. Let me make this plea with you, Alex. If you watch Challengers, I watch any 2 movies, bruh. It could be the shittiest movie ever.
He's gonna
I'll
make you watch
it,
gay
bruh.
porn.
No, I'm gonna watch you watch Song with the Johnsons, and then I'm gonna make you watch.
I've already watched that, brother, and I'm not watching it ever
Run that
again.
bitch back, and I'm gonna make you watch Two Girls One Cup.
All right, fine. Fuck it.
All right, yeah.
Stop the
Fuck outta
biracial and biracial conflict.
Gotta take one for the team then. Fuck it.
here. Nigga said conflict instead of violence. Okay, that's fine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't have any. Thank y'all for watching this whole year, man. I can't believe we've done it this 2 years already. I've had a good time, had a fun time. You know, win, lose, or draw. The movie guys come out top. This song coming to a Twitter near you soon. Yeah, appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. And
Dealership, nigga.
let's go ahead and do the outros. Let's start with Mafia.
All right, everyone. This has been a good year, good podcast. We'll catch y'all again next year. Remember, keep it cinema.
Fire, fire.
Go ahead, Saint.
Oh, yes, sir, man. Another year. Definitely appreciate everybody for supporting the pod. And catch y'all on the flip side, man.
Sir.
You know, for episode 50, we're supposed to all have our cameras on, but
We'll do it next year.
Oh, yeah, let's do cameras next year, y'all.
Okay.
Fire. Year three goal. Cameras on the pod.
They're gonna have to pay for that.
Go ahead,
Paying with
Redpeg.
time and dedication.
hey man, shout out to y'all. Next year, we're gonna try to be more consistent. I know we said that this year. I think we did pretty good this
I
year.
don't think we
for the
did
most
bad
part.
this year.
We had at least 2 episodes a month, at least.
Yeah, first year we was going like 2 months without one.
Yeah, without one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we did good. We're gonna try to win next year. Yeah, let's try to do two at least 2 a month. At least 2 a month.
More than that.
Nigga, once a week, nigga. Y'all trying to go weekly? Alex can't function with weekly, nigga. He
No,
can
I
It
barely
ain't,
can't.
do
it, it
2
ain't
a week.
enough. It ain't enough movies in the world to do weekly, bro.
I mean, we just had to just talk about different shit. You know, we don't have to
No.
talk about current movies. But
Let's try doing bi-weekly consistently before we talk about changing it.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, bi-weekly. Oh, weekly. It depends. I guess it depends what coming up. Yeah, I like that bi-weekly. But yeah, man. Shout out to y'all. Hey, Alex, man. Work on that podcast etiquette, man. You be missing too many podcasts, nigga. Your pay is docked.
Podcast edited.
Pay is docked, buddy.
Nigga, I come in here and give some of those passionate reviews because I actually do
Hey,
this
just
movie
finished
shit.
that vampire dick was lit today. Yeah,
That's
I
another
like that.
charge, Alex.
I
I
like that.
do this not vampire shit. I
That
do this
vampire
movie
dick got
shit.
you active.
I do this movie shit, man. I put this shit on my sleeve from the Dundada. I really am.
And I appreciate that for you. From you know, I appreciate you too. One time, like I said, you way better than that weapon wheel. Shout out to you, man.
Hey, man, appreciate the kind words.
Mm.
Alex, outro.
Oh, I kind of gave one earlier. Hey, shout out to the movie guys. We did it again, man. Year 3 on the way. I feel like we're gonna do some new things. There's gonna be a new sheriff in town. We about to start giving you niggas reels. I think I want to make a goal for us, man. I want a goal for the movie guys because we're 3 years in. Starting in next January, we're gonna start year 3. Our goal should be to get a movie director on the pod. This is what we need to do. We need to get an actor or a director. It ain't got to be Scorsese. It ain't got to be Michael Bay. It could be a indie film guy. But I would like us to start
Hey,
indoctrinating.
Alex, all I'm gonna say, I'm way ahead of you, brother. I got one in mind. I'm trying to make it happen.
Also, I've been thinking about something. I want us to try to do some like some unique content. I want to try to do like some written essay videos on movies.
I
Into
was,
the
you know
editing
what?
bag. I want one time to like the narrator and like one of us could write the script and edit the video. That's what I was thinking.
You know what I was thinking as well? Us having video like short miniature ISO reviews, like like remember I was telling you how I saw that one dude that was like going back and watching shit like The Blind Side and just talking about how bad that fucking movie was. I think we could definitely do that where we like pick a movie and just do like a deep dive on how
Oh,
good
you want
or
like
ass
double
this movie.
toasted, like a roast.
Or it could be like an appreciation of it. We could say like this movie fucking slept
Yeah.
on, and we could just do the whole this is for the fair claims use type shit. That way we can actually bake in scenes of the movie and talk about it. I think we should do that. We can talk about it that pod.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, that's it for the show. We're gonna see y'all back next year in a couple of weeks. Again, appreciate y'all rocking with us headed into year 3. Hopefully bigger and better things on the way. And also, hopefully next year we'll be able to get the full cast. We haven't had John Donuts on in a while. So I want to get him back in the new year. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all. Please like and you know share the show everywhere. And thanks for the support, man. Yeah, that's it. We'll catch y'all in a couple weeks, man. Appreciate it.
Chill.
Peace.